Not this time. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. Not this time. No, not this time. Not this time. It's totally pure fiction. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made it up. We made this one. It's a made up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this time. Not this. It never happened. Never happened. It's false. It's false. It never happened. It never happened. It's a fake. It's a fake. It's fiction. It's fiction. It's an urban legend. It's an urban legend. Never happened. It never happened. No way. No way. We got you. We got you. Not a chance. Not a chance. Not this time. Not this time. It never happened. Never happened. It never happened. It never. We made this one. We made this one up. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made up this. We made up this. We made it up. We made it up. Not this time. Not this time. Wrong. Not this time. Not this. Not this time. Not this time. You're wrong. You're wrong. Not this time. Not this time. It never happened. It never happened.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Welcome to You're Wrong. And
but not this time.
That you're wrong. TJ and Paul went too long, but I'm glad they made me some fucking money. So I'm happy about that. We the way we monitored the stream was we're just like, okay, is Paul yelling?
Yeah.
No. Okay, is TJ yelling? And then finally we're like, I don't hear anything.
We were watching Breaking Bad.
Oh shit, they must finally be done.
Because our streaming setup is so close to our bed right now, until we finish the studio. We just turned it up, and then while we listened to Paul talking, we watched Breaking Bad with him like right in our ears. And I guess we were too into Breaking Bad that we didn't realize for a couple minutes. And then Scotty's like, shh, what? Shh.
Silence.
Do you hear that?
Silence.
The sweet, sweet silence. Let's go. Quickly changed out chairs because Scotty was using this chair that I'm in now, which now I'm really short.
It's horrible though.
It's very uncomfortable.
You have a horrible chair. That chair is terrible beyond all reason. There's that that part of Disco Elysium where you get to the union boss's office and you have to sit in that awful chair.
Yeah.
And that's basically this chair.
And I died too.
Oh, you died then?
Yeah.
You had a morale defeat or something?
Yeah, you remember? We had to redo
vaguely. It. Oh, that's right, you did.
Hey, Follows Trouble gave us $4.99. Good stuff.
Well,
said you guys are killing me with the stream times being past my bedtime now. Take my money anyways. Well, we are free this evening.
Well, we're doing it right after they did theirs. I mean, I wasn't gonna go on when they were doing their show.
God, they did it for so long.
I mean, I was at the grease.
I was able to watch.
Onion nuggets can get pretty long, especially on the public ones, because like
that's true.
If you hit those goals, I mean, you gotta do it. So I mean, just gotta.
I look tiny in that chair. I know because he's still like
tiny.
Chair. Okay, I'm going to have to sit cross-legged. I was able to watch 3 episodes of Stranger Things plus one Breaking Bad episode and 10 minutes. So
in 10 minutes.
And I'm 5'9", so this chair just sucks.
You look like a baby in that chair.
I'm a little baby.
Yeah, it's a long stream, man.
5'10". Damn, that'd be awesome. But no. Do you guys like House of the Dragon says acid eater with like a cat with a little turban?
I think it's all right.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
I'll tell you the main thing though. Is every time we talk about it, because me and TJ had like an initially negative opinion about it, there'll be someone inevitably in the comments and be like, "You hate it." It's like, I don't know, dude. Like, what do you want? If I like, so whatever my first take is like my take for all time. I guess in some people's minds it is. It's okay. I don't think it's the best show or the greatest show ever or anything like that. But
well, that sounds riveting. I'll be sure to watch that. Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, not every show can.
I guess our cats went to the bathroom.
Yeah, the cat took a shit. Well, not every show is gonna be like some amazing show, right? There's plenty.
That's true.
There's plenty just they're in the middle, and you're like, and you know, well, look, there's a lot of shows that it's all you want. You just want to turn your brain off, and it's like, okay, I'll just watch this shit, and that's why you watch it. And that's kind of how I feel about House of the Dragon. It's not so bad that I wouldn't watch it.
Victor says it's too woke.
It's too woke.
Is that true? I don't really like that about shows now, is that they feel, even if it's in a time from a long, long time ago, they feel like they have to say things that go without saying. You know, there has to be a character in the show that is the moral compass of today, but I don't feel like that's necessary.
It is necessary, Taylor. Damn.
Like, I know it's 1403 or whatever, but like, I'm super woke and I have the morality of somebody from 2022.
That's retarded.
But that's what they do. I swear it's what they do.
That makes no sense. I really don't want a show to be, especially like an historical period piece show, to be inaccurate like that.
Well, that's like my sister saying, because she wants to watch Stranger Things with me, right? And
yeah.
So we've been watching it together, and there is a scene where Karen, who is that's Mike's mom,
Mike's mama,
is talking to Billy at the front door, right? And I'm like, damn, that's hot. That's I'm cool with that. And she said, well, you wouldn't be saying it if it was a 40-year-old man and a 17-year-old girl.
Yeah,
it's
would
like,
you say it then?
Well, and I told her, I said, to be honest, I mean, if he was like hot like Karen, maybe. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe you'd say that. It's like, it's a TV show.
You're sick, dude.
It's not that
You're sick and you've
I don't
got
have
a problem.
to agree. That's like Breaking Bad. Like, I still like Walter White, even though he's a terrible guy. I wouldn't ever like to meet him in real life. Okay.
Yeah, like it's like, you know, if you watch something with like Nazis in it, and you're like, you know what, the Nazis weren't half bad, right? It's like that, right?
Karen Wheeler is the worst. Fuck you, man. I like her so far. I'm on season. Well, now I'm on season 3, episode 1.
I like that I made a joke about you liking Nazis, and the thing you cared more about was like, no, what? Karen Wheeler's not bad. She's not so bad in the show.
I like Karen. She's anyway. I didn't say any spoilers. How dare I? Yeah, Ted. Oh my God, Ted, dude.
Here's a spoiler. Everyone in the show is dead. They all die.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's no characters left. It's just like a blank screen.
Well, that's not good.
Hope I didn't spoil the show for you guys.
Skylar did almost nothing wrong, to be honest. I know. You know what, dude? When I tried really hard not to look up anything about Breaking Bad because it's been so long since the last episode came out. So, of course, a lot of what you're going to find is like dissecting the entirety of the show.
Right, of course. Like retrospectives, like Breaking Bad 10 years later.
Yeah, like, oh my God, that last episode. Let's break that down. Like, please don't. I don't want it to be broken down.
7 things you missed in the last episode of Breaking Bad.
But everything I saw about Breaking Bad had to do with how Skylar sucked. And I will admit that me and Scotty talked about how bad Skylar sucked. But he also told me, like you were telling me about what the creator said about her and how she's misunderstood. And then I go and I read this article from who's the guy that plays Jesse?
Aaron Paul.
Right. Aaron Paul talked about how Anna Gunn got so much shit. Like, she literally
she got death threats.
She got death threats. She went to a Comic-Con, I guess, and like people were like throwing shit at her.
I'll tell you a person that probably handles like crazy fan shit better than anybody is Bruce Campbell. Because people will be like, when Ash did this in Evil Dead, and he's like, I'm not Ash. I'm an actor. And like, you know, this is like, you need to separate these things. Like, you have people that literally do not separate a fucking fictional character that someone's portraying from reality. So like in some viewers' minds, like that's how Anna Gunn is as a person. Like, she's not even a person. She has ceased to be.
Skylar is a massive cunt. Let's be honest.
Well,
how?
I mean, that's Gordon Ramsay saying it though.
That's true.
I mean, so like, what do you expect from Gordon Ramsay? I'm not expecting to be like, she's a great human being.
How can this be the Fighting Boys when half the panel has a vag? How do you even know that I do? That's really presumptuous, don't you think? Interesting.
Well, Cheetah's also moving, and me and Taylor have always done this show together. So
Marie was definitely the worst. It is true.
Thank you, Follows Trouble. I completely agree.
I hate Marie so much.
Like Skylar gets so much shit. I mean, and yeah, it's deserved. But Marie, oh man, she's insufferable. Like, the actress that betrayed her did a great job of just being like this insufferable fucking gnat.
If I have to see the color purple around her fucking house anymore, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's like purple is her, and I'm sick of it.
Let's see.
She's just looking out for her family despite her smoking while pregnant. Whatever. That's the least of her.
She's not perfect.
No, she's not perfect, and that's why I like Breaking Bad.
She has an affair and shit. She does some fucked up shit in response to, you know, some really egregious behavior by Walter White. Of course.
I mean, like, she only got with him because Walter was treating her so badly.
Yeah.
Because it took her a lot to do it. In fact, she told Ted, like, leave her alone, like, multiple times before this.
Oh yeah, it was a total revenge move.
Plot twist. That's never been a plot twist. So
Taylor is a demon. I can tell you that.
I think
Like-
Scotty is a fictional character.
Me too. I think that's accurate. But that's what I would
Every
say.
time I see Maria, I would just want to yell, "Shut the fuck up!" I love that scene so much. I felt like Skylar was speaking for all of us. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut up, please, Marie. Please, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like, you know what? See, Skylar gets a lot of shit, but that's a beautiful scene right there. She gets to put Marie in her place.
She does. That one scene where she tells Walter to just kill himself caught me off guard. I just watched that. I guess yesterday, maybe the day before yesterday, because we're like wrapping up the show really quick.
We're at the very end.
And seeing that, I'm like, holy shit. And Skylar looked at her like she was crazy.
Oh shit! What'd you say? Oh, okay.
If I ever saw the actress for Marie IRL, I'd tell her, "You did amazing. I absolutely hated Marie."
That's like hating the kid that played Joffrey on Game of Thrones. Like, there's people that are like, oh, it's like, yeah, but he's supposed to be despicable. Like, so he did a good job. But yeah, like I said, there's people that cannot separate that reality of them being an actor from them being a person.
They're fucking minerals, Marie. She says it so many times. She's like, "It's rocks. It's rocks," and he's like, "It's minerals."
Yeah, Hank's working on his rock collection. The minerals.
I love when he says that. They're minerals. Can you do I feel bad for Hank. I don't know. I don't like Hank a lot of times, though. Can you do a whole show on Bubba Hotep? The fuck is that?
We could. That's a Bruce Campbell movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Me and TJ watched that like right when it came out. Like, I remember he rented it from like Blockbuster. Going that far back. Like, Bruce Campbell plays like a basically like Elvis in a retirement home fighting like mummies, I believe is
That sounds fun.
the plot to that one, if I remember it correctly.
What the fuck? Follows Trouble. Stop it. No.
What?
He didn't deserve the way he went out. I fucking knew it. I knew Hank was dead. I'm not done with the show.
Oh shit. Spoiled.
I already knew. I told you. I've been telling you for weeks that he's dead. I told you from the beginning. Hank is dead. Hank is so dead.
Taylor is one of those people when she watches the show where it's like, I know this is gonna happen. Because if she knows you have any advanced knowledge, she'll look at you and just be like, here's every prediction I have. And it's like, you don't say anything. She's like, well, tell me. And it's like, I don't know.
But I also don't want to know. That's
yeah, it's like, you don't want to fucking actually know that. That's why you're watching the goddamn show. I'm not telling you anything. And then if I do anything, if like I smile, it's like, oh, my prediction is right. It's like, and she's at times where she's wildly wrong. And I'm just like, I'll smile and just to fucking throw her off. I'm like, oh yeah, you got it. You get too obsessed. You need to calm down. Calm down, Taylor.
Oh, that's true. He never said he's dead. He said but wait, but Follows Trouble said, damn sorry. So I know he's dead. Don't come at me crazy. Does she figure out the plot of the movie 15 minutes in? I think I found the plot, and then I like you said, I'm wildly wrong. Like sometimes I do. It'd have to be like a pretty paint by the numbers movie for me to figure it out, to be honest.
Some people are just like that. They watch a movie, like they want to figure out what's gonna happen before it happens.
It's true, I do.
And like some people are just like that. Like, I'm just along for the ride, but I'm usually stoned. So I mean, like, I'm usually along for the ride anyways.
At least you didn't have someone send you a 3-second gif of Tony Stark dying in Endgame before you seen it.
Oh shit, dude.
That really does blow.
Whoever did that to you is a bad person that wants you to suffer. Let's watch this this trailer. Man, this is like, I don't know, this is depressing, dude. This is like what Sonic has done to the world.
Are you sure you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
you gotta stop it a lot.
This is what Sonic has done to the world.
Oh, the ID unfriended the person that showed him the gift.
That's awesome.
Good. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Good on you, man.
Yeah, I want to watch this. I mean, I watch it with TJ, but TJ's in the process of moving and doing other shit.
Oh, did you tell them about your glasses?
Oh, pimping ain't easy. I got these at a Halloween store.
He did. It was really cute because he found them and he's like, I'm getting these right now.
How was that cute? That's cute to you.
I thought it was cute. Whatever. Wait. Enhance.
Oh man. For so long, because of that horrible Super Mario Brothers movie, Nintendo was just smart and was like, you know what? No. We're not gonna do it. We're not going to make another Super Mario Brothers movie. We all know how that turned out the first time. But then they saw those Sonic dollars rolling in. They're like, oh my God, these movies are terrible. Like, we don't have to do shit. We don't have to do anything. We can just make money off of it. All right, no problem. We'll license out Mario again. Oh, man. And you know what the sad thing is? It's like this trailer like fills you to the brim with like hopes and dreams until it doesn't.
Right at the moment when it doesn't.
Let's play a little bit more. Let's play it. Gotta play some of it. Oh shit.
All right, so the city's pretty cool looking.
Yeah,
and I will say that the animation done in this, I think, is really well done. I think the trailer's pretty cool looking.
I like the way it looks. Yeah, honestly, that's what I'm saying. But like, that's you know, I gave you the portents of what's to come. Go ahead and
nice.
It's all bubbly.
Awesome looking lava.
I mean, these little ice dudes are screwed. There's no way. You got your like warships and all the original Mario games. That's a badass ship. He's got a lava ship.
All right, so he's got his Koopa army here.
I mean, this is what I want, dude. You know, like so far, like when I saw this up to this part of the trailer, it's like it's my second time watching. I'm like, okay, I don't completely hate this yet. You know, this is how I can imagine, like, if in this interpretation, like Bowser shows up, he's got his little minions and shit, because you gotta have all your little goons, and then you have to be announced. That's like, if you're a king, you have to be announced like that. So far, I'm like, okay, it's not so bad. They're incorporating characters from the original games and stuff, so it's not. I don't feel like overly Zoomerish or anything, right? As you know, being a baby boomer millennial. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So I'm like, so far, I'm like, man, I'm kind of happy, which is like, you know. I wasn't expecting to feel. I wasn't expecting to feel that way at all.
I like his Igor sounding henchman as well.
So. Behold the king of the Koopas.
You did a good job of that.
Oh,
Bowser
shit.
looks cool as shit.
Bowser.
Played or voiced by Jack Black, which is neat.
I think Jack Black actually has some vocal range.
Open the gates.
Who will it be?
Oh, these little penguin dudes are screwed.
I do like how serious they're taking this, though. Don't you? I mean, they're coming in, throwing their little balls.
Snowball fight. Oh, that one knocked one of the Koopas down. I mean, pretty predictable joke here. I mean, like, they're pathetic.
But isn't it kind of cute, though? I think I really liked this scene. I thought it was funny. Maybe it is a little bit childish, but I think it is adorable.
Well, it's a kid's movie, so whatever. I mean, you're not expecting.
But what do you think? Do you think it's adorable?
I don't think it's adorable, no.
No. A little bit cute?
No.
Do you yield?
Do you yield, sir?
I do not.
I did some magic on you, motherfuckers.
That's fucking sweet.
Yes. The star from Mario 64, dude. That's all he ever wanted. That's all he ever wanted. Now, you know what? Now he's got him again. I guess in this one, there's only one, but maybe there's more. I don't know the plot.
This is when it gets shitty.
No, it's all downhill from here.
And it's really sad because like the animation on these mushrooms is so fucking good. Like it looks so beautiful and they look soft, almost like a blanket.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool version of the Mushroom Kingdom, but I don't like the fact that it's almost like Mario's like, where am I? It's like, what?
Shouldn't he know?
Why is Mario being filled with wonder? It's the Mushroom Kingdom. Isn't this where he chills?
I thought this was his place.
Yeah, but now it's like, what's going on? It's like, what? Oh. So it's like they lift my spirits up super high, only just to dash them, dude. Dash them against the fucking rocks. Throw me, like raise me up as high at the highest cliff and just throw me off.
I kind of wish at this point that it was just Bowser versus Penguins movie. You know?
Just go ahead and keep playing it.
And they took away his butt.
Yeah, where's Mario's ass?
What is this?
He used to have a big old, as
What
Paul
is-
calls it, a dumper, dude. Big old dumper.
What is this place?
Mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on,
Aw.
Mario!
All right.
Cute.
Okay, Toad. Yeah, Toad's supposed to be an annoying character, so it makes sense. So Toad makes sense. Bowser makes sense. The henchman makes sense. So I mean, that just leaves Mario, right? Just Mario. I'm sure they're gonna nail Mario. It's not just gonna be like some super popular actor just basically just doing his own voice, right? Because everyone else really seems to have put an effort in here, but this guy that's playing the lead role, like he's really gonna be pulling out all the stops to impress you with the amazing range of his vocal acting ability. That's what's gonna happen, right?
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Dude, that sounds like a bad party trick, dude. That sounds like you're stoned with a bunch of your friends like, it's a me, a Mario.
It wasn't even that good, though.
Like, I don't, what?
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Like, it sounds like Chris Pratt tried a little bit.
It sounds like he's trying to impersonate a Sopranos
Hey, wait
character.
a minute. Charles Martinet, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that the guy that actually does the voice of Mario?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, you know what's funny? You've actually mentioned this character to me before. Do you remember Parthenax? Is that his name? Parthamax?
Oh, Parthenax, yeah.
Yeah, he also voices that character.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, so you have a guy with amazing vocal range, but because Chris Pratt is famous, he's Mario. And people were like, initially like, what the fuck? And all this trailer has done is showed like, wow, it's beautifully animated. Like really, actually, legitimately, because Nintendo's involved, like the animation is great.
Even Fred Armisen could have done it. He's an excellent impersonator. Yeah, and he's great at doing all kinds of accents.
Like, I just don't understand what I just don't get it. You have a perfectly good Mario voice and a super talented voice actor that already does it, and it's like, well, no, sorry.
I don't like this thing they do with these animated movies right now either, where it's like, oh, look at this huge long list of
Famous
actors that we have in this, not voice actors. I mean, just like actors. Look at all of them we have right here. I hope you recognize one of these names and come in to see them. I don't get it. I don't feel like animated movies used to do this, and it's because they didn't.
And you know what sucks? It's like people point out, like, well, Sonic. Like, remember the initial character design for Sonic was absolutely terrible, but people complain, so they like, okay, shit, we gotta change this, we gotta fix this. But it's like, how do you fix Chris Pratt being a shitty Mario? Like, I don't know how you do it. And maybe it's overblown, and maybe the movie will somehow prove that wrong. But if you can't get the voice right, it's like voice acting is such a critical part of animated movies. It really is. Like, if someone has a shitty dub, if it like, like, especially like I'm thinking of like all the movies I've watched. Like, I've watched a ton of animes, and it's like back in the day, like those dubs, a lot of them sucked. So you'd rather watch it with subtitles. So it's like I'm thinking about this, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, how can you nail so much of it, but then like this critical component of it is just missing? It's just totally and utterly fucking missing. Like that doesn't make me excited. That's supposed to be the end of the trailer. Or I'm supposed to be like, yes. I'm supposed to be like, oh man, yeah, I really want to see this now. I'm really hyped for it. And it just leaves like a bittersweet taste in my fucking mouth. And it's like almost just feels like they're just counting on the fact that it's fucking, you haven't had anything like this. We've never really done a movie like this. The last time I tried to do a Super Mario Brothers movie was a fucking disaster. So this is the potential to be the real, actually maybe decent first movie based on this property. I don't know. I wish I could be more excited, but I'm so disappointed with that one element to it. And I don't think that's unique. I think it's just a far and away of the main criticism I've heard of this. But I mean, it's hard not to agree.
Well, do not fear, because somebody did it without Chris Pratt.
Oh, thank you. Really?
Yep, really.
This brave soul.
Yep.
I
finally have you.
Here we go.
found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
Here we go.
It's so good already.
Right. Okay, so it's already way better because
Now, it's not the perfect Mario,
no.
but it lets you see what we could have had.
Yeah, see,
And
like
it makes me sad.
look at all those subtleties there, the difference. Like, see when this
Yeah, we
person
can start over if you want.
when they like you don't have to do the Bowser
Okay.
part. But just like, yeah, go there.
Sorry.
It's all stuff from like the Mario games. Like you have the sound effects. Like this is what you would expect Mario to do.
Aw.
No, admittedly, I don't think the guy does an okay Mario, but
But it actually, he's not supposed to sound like Chris Pratt. He's supposed to sound kind of like a ridiculous Italian man, you know? We know what he sounds like.
I know they've got a guy
That's
that
the
does
problem, is that like when it comes to other characters, we don't know what they sound like. And they could even with like a character like Link from The Legend of Zelda. Like we don't really know what he sounds like, but we kind of do. You know what I mean? Yeah, so if you have somebody that doesn't sound like that, it's gonna be weird. But Mario, we've heard Mario talk fully.
I know.
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
And this one's so much better too.
Mushroom Kingdom! Here we go!
See, that sounds awesome.
I'm not a huge fan of what they did there, to be honest with you. I feel like they just blended a lot of stuff from the video games.
But they also did it super
Correctly.
quick right after the Mario trailer, to
Yeah.
be fair. So
Trying to get a viral video. I get it. But I mean, but overall, I at least like the spirit of it more. Like using those effects, and you could have done those effects, obviously way better at a recording studio,
right.
with the actual voice actor that does that. So it just seems unnecessary to hire this actor to do this when I don't think it would have really affected the movie that much. Like I don't really see Chris Pratt's on it. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck if Chris Pratt's in the movie or not.
We didn't want him to begin with.
No,
Chris Pratt, we don't want you.
I mean, he wants it because he's getting a big fucking fat paycheck. So I understand why he wants to be in it, but I don't know.
Somebody find a reason to cancel this motherfucker, please. Please. April 7th. Wonderful. That's great.
That's wonderful.
Nope. I don't know what this is.
Trying to get us to watch Up.
I don't know. All right, so well, that was a stinker for sure.
Yeah. Do you want to see like a Christmas Carol with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell?
No.
Oh, well, you're not gonna like this next one.
That's great.
Where's the Apple TV? I mean, Apple TV has been really throwing everything but the fucking goddamn kitchen sink at trying to get people to join their platform.
Yeah, I watched their Luck movie. Bad, really bad, horribly bad, and it was done by an animation company that this is their only that was their only movie that they've done.
Well, Apple's got tons of money, but so they can lure some.
No sense.
Yeah, essentially in this space, like they don't really know what the fuck they're doing. So they have a lot of money, so they can get some pretty top tier actors, but there's really no vision to the stuff they're doing. It just feels like a scatter shot of like, oh, we're a streaming platform too. And it's like, kinda.
The only thing that I like them for is the problem with Jon Stewart. And they gave the last episode for free, but that show is great. And I love it. There isn't very many there aren't very many episodes.
That's more to do with the fact that Jon Stewart is
it's Jon Stewart
is a legend. So
I'd watch him anywhere. So I love him.
That's why. I mean, so yeah, if you think someone that's super talented and well, like,
oh, that's true. Prehistoric Planet was really good. We watched that, and I loved that.
I'm not saying there's nothing good on the platform. I'm just saying that like I can't think of any compelling reasons to join.
So those are the two
TV
things that I like Apple TV for.
I mean, compared to any of its streaming competitors, it's the weakest one.
Yes,
in my opinion.
closely followed up by Peacock, which I hate. They are literally charging us twice every month, and I cannot cancel them no matter what I do. So
It's your fault, Taylor.
I can't log in. I don't know which. They somehow have an email that I've never used before. So I don't know.
They're brilliant.
Yep, it's pretty great. It's beginning. What's beginning? I'm so sick of Ryan Reynolds. I'm so fucking sick of Ryan Reynolds.
He's not sick of you.
I'm tired of Ryan Reynolds. I don't want to hear about Ryan Reynolds.
Making money.
He's not funny. He plays the same character every time. I don't care about him. Please go away. I don't want to see this.
He's not going anywhere.
Please leave.
If he was actually talented and funny, then he would go somewhere.
Who's more cringe? Ryan Van Wilder, early 2000s potty humor. Oh, dude, that perfectly sums him up. Reynolds, or Chris, mid 2000s awkward schlub humor. Pratt. Ooh, that one really is fucking tough. Fuck. Okay.
I don't have experience with Ryan Reynolds in that category, so I'm gonna go with him. I never really watched anything with Chris Pratt until he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. That was my first introduction to him.
You didn't see Parks and Rec, which I liked Parks and Rec, but he was not.
I'm not a fan of those kinds of shows, so no, I've never watched it.
But Ryan Reynolds just wants to be your. I don't want to be Ryan Reynolds' friend. No. His humor isn't funny. We're over it. I'm done.
But it is funny.
Yeah, but it's funny though, because see, I said bad stuff, and this is meta.
He said naughty things. Let's play some more. Okay. It's beginning.
Oh,
what's beginning? To sound. A lot like Christmas. Okay, is this an iPad or an iPod ad or something?
It kind of looks like it.
It feels like one of those like mid 2000s like iPod ads
where they had all the dancing people.
Yeah, the dancing people and the songs, and it's like, oh, it's U2. Dude, U2 is a bunch of brilliant motherfuckers.
Which iPod did you have?
One of the later ones. Did you know U2 released one of their albums directly into Apple?
I know. I'm aware.
And they got paid $100 million to do it. I'm like, wow, these guys are brilliant. If I could take Apple for $100 million,
and you couldn't delete it.
I know.
Now, eventually you could.
That was brilliant.
I had an iPod Nano.
Wow.
Yeah.
That says a lot about your economic status.
Shut
Taylor.
up. Shut up.
The Nano.
I didn't even get it. Look,
those are for children.
My married-in uncle bought it for me for Christmas. That's how sad this is. So
he won it for free.
And then when I worked at GameStop, I bought myself an iPod Classic, and that thing was pretty cool. So let's keep going.
How did you know all that? I didn't know. I was just following you. I didn't following me. Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny because like,
it's funny because like the joke is it's like they're supposed to be in this movie, but they're not, because then they're discussing like the bit they're doing.
Right.
Man, these guys ran all the way to the fucking bank, didn't they?
It's a very expressive medium.
The seal of shit.
Ghost of Christmas present. Like a Christmas Carol? What do you think I'm going to be all intrigued by what's behind the door?
I'm going to walk slowly into it. That's the joke. See? Look, don't you want to come in now?
Not even a little bit curious?
Oh.
No, I'm not. Close the door. Close the door.
Damn it!
Oh, he got me because it's too tempting.
All right.
No dance movies. No. Oh, it's fucking Cats, dude. This is Cats 2.
That's what sucks about this too, and what's so bizarre is like it's about Christmas, and they're like, this holiday. I'm not even trying to be one of those conservative Christians like blah blah blah, but literally it's about Christmas. So you should say this Christmas. It's stupid. It's literally a Christmas movie.
There's Christmas trees in the very back of this.
That's why I'm saying that. I'm not saying that for any other reason, because I want people to think I'm some like sympathizer with conservative Christians, but that's literally retarded.
It's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie. Like,
Christmas.
What holiday are you referring to?
It's funny because he's immature and he's a man. Ha ha ha. He acts like a kid. Ha ha ha. Funny.
He is man-child. At least Will Ferrell, I can actually point to like times he was actually funny.
Will Ferrell hasn't been funny since Elf.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's actual times you can point to, like, Will Ferrell did that, and it was actually kind of funny. Like, Ryan Reynolds, I'm just drawing a blank.
Deadpool was funny for the first 20 minutes. 22 minutes. And then it was not funny anymore.
And but yeah, and the thing is about it too is even if you have that opinion, tell me Deadpool 2 is funny. It's not. It's like one long
the same
joke.
fucking movie, and it literally says it. It's like, this is Deadpool 2, and it's gonna be just like the first.
Look,
Ha, ha,
it's
ha.
so meta that we tell you things, so then it's funny because we told you it's a bad joke or cliche. It's like, okay.
Well, that's all that Ryan Reynolds knows how to do. That's all he knows how to do.
Well, God,
I'm so fucking sick of it.
I mean, God bless him. He stretched that into a fucking empire. I mean, like, some people can just do that. It's like you have people in the world that like they have one thing they're really good at, and he's really good at being like sarcastic, sly. Like, oh, I'm attractive.
He did this other movie. God, it's where he's a video game person.
Oh, video game guy or I don't.
It was like Lucky Man. Good. Somebody tell me.
I don't.
Not
watch.
Blade 3. Oh, I watched some of it.
No,
Fuck, it
Blade
was so
3.
bad,
That
though.
was an abysmally bad movie.
Free Guy. That's it. Free Guy, where he's in a video game, but he's free because like he knows that it's the same shit. It's the same fucking shit. Raise your spirits.
Spirited.
Is this gonna?
Save? There was this little sick kid. What did they call him?
It was Tiny Tim.
No. Sweet kid, one crutch.
No.
Little Larry.
No. Tiny Tim.
Micro, super small Steve.
Holy.
No.
Can we stop cutting out in the middle of a cuss, please?
Well, it's supposed to be like PG crap, so
Come on.
it's PG garbage. It's just trying to put the
Toddlers curse nowadays.
Dude,
It's ridiculous.
it's so easy to make this kind of stuff because you just take a well adapted thing. And, we're gonna bring it to 2022. It's gonna be reimagined. It's like, so that's just another way of saying like we're lazy and this is easy as hell to adapt. And there's really no copyright associated with it because it was written a long time ago. So Christmas Carol, I mean, of course you can update it.
Watch the voices. Reynolds has a serious role in it. Thank you for the $2, but no.
I mean, I at this point, that might be the only. I actually might consider watching something where he's not trying to be Ryan Reynolds.
I don't want to watch him ever again. I don't care what he does.
What if you were paid $1 million to watch him?
I'll watch every movie he's done.
Okay, there you go. I mean, that'll never happen.
Let's get right on that. Someone really cares about me watching it.
That's it.
Yeah, okay, we're done. But there's gonna be an end credit scene. There's gonna be an end credits. I'm done with the end credit scenes too.
You're really right when you call it. Like, this is like cat vibes. So I want to do a review of this, and I'm sure it's gonna be horrible.
Yeah,
I'm not looking forward to it at all. But it looks like it's gonna be so bad, like it's hard to resist.
Somebody trying to get me with the nudes again. Damn it. Y'all know what to get me with. They're like, would you rather watch this movie or see your audience's nudes?
Watch the movie for sure.
I kind of want to see the nudes.
No,
but whatever.
Not me, man. I'm 100% going.
Here, before we get into this, I want to see what y'all have to say. I love Super Small Steve, says Bryant Field. What do you love about him?
He loves that he's small.
Okay. This movie is going to be like one of those poops where you got to wipe like 5 times before you get it all. Oh, I love how
Reimagine garbage. Oh, wow. You're doing a Christmas Carol. Oh, that's never been done before. Okay. Woo. Look forward to that.
Oh, I'm not going to say that.
Luckily, there's a lot of treatments for that.
That was lame AF.
No, I'm sure you're gonna join Apple TV Plus just to watch that.
My nudes would ruin your sex life. Why? They're that bad.
Agreed.
Y'all obsessed with showing them your nudes.
They are. They're like, you want to take my notes?
Yes, Dallas.
Why?
Me too.
You what? Oh, I can't. Why? How could you say that?
Taylor would watch Rain in the shower. Who the fuck is Rain?
Ryan, would you watch him in the shower?
Mario's lack of an ass is distracting. I agree with that, but that was like 20 years ago. So when we watched that trailer.
Yeah, Mario got no ass. No junk in his trunk.
If Daisy is in Mario Bros movie, I'll watch it. I agree. No, it's because they're so good you wouldn't want anything else. Talking about the nudes, I guess. Okay.
I beg to differ.
Oh shoot, how do I get out of this? There we go. Scotty, drink to Mountain Dew.
Don't drink Mountain Dew. You know that, don't you?
God's Butt Monkey says, I just can't do Xmas movies anymore or Xmas in general.
I can still do Christmas, and I can do some Christmas movies that I like, but only during Christmas time. Like, I can't do them like any other time, and I can do a couple. The only thing I really can't deal with is Christmas music. I'm sorry. Like, I just can. Even when I was a kid, I hated that shit.
Why?
I just don't like it, and it gets fucking played endlessly everywhere you
you're
fucking
no fun.
go. It's played endlessly everywhere you fucking go, and it's like, I don't want to listen to this shit. I know what time of year it is. I'm capable of opening a fucking calendar and looking and saying, it's time for this holiday.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Not wonderful for me.
I never really got to be in the true Christmas spirit because, like, I've never had a snowy Christmas time. You know? It's always just cold and kind of wet.
How does it matter if there's snow? Why does it matter if there's snow?
Because that's what I see in the movies.
I just
want to have a white
You've been
Christmas.
brainwashed by freaking pop culture and shit, dude. You've been brainwashed.
I've never got to live with snow, Scotty. It's not fair.
You could easily go find you some snow, Taylor.
I did one time with the military, and they gave us like 20 minutes of allotted fun time to be in the snow, and that was good. I will say, it was good, and I did have fun.
The good thing about snow, I'll tell you, is this: is if you go somewhere it's snowy, and you get to go somewhere where it's not at the end. Snow sucks.
Yeah, I mean, but I want to be in it.
You say that, Taylor, but you know,
every time we got snow here,
man,
it was like
what?
in February.
I want to take you somewhere really fucking cold.
I don't want it to be really cold. I want it to be really snowy.
No. Oh, well, they go hand in
hand. No, they don't. Because when we got snow here,
it's 90 degrees out. Oh, it's like a pile of snow.
It can't be too cold, otherwise it's not snow anymore, is it?
I lived in Ohio for years. Trust me. It can be 25 degrees out, 10 degrees out, 15 degrees out, and have plenty of snow on the ground.
But then it's hard.
And you know what happens too then? You know what's great is when you drive around those roads and like the snow gets like, you mix all the shit on the road. So you have like this black, disgusting snow, and you're looking at it and it's like, oh, look at all that grease and oil and all. Oh, it's so wonderful. Oh yeah. You know, people that are just normally shitty drivers, because like, you know, humans, I mean, like, we're the best drivers on the planet, which is a sad state of affairs. But yeah, you have to deal with all those people, like snow, living around snow all the time. Yeah, it's nice when the snow first falls. I'll give you that. It's fresh on the ground. You look at it and you go, oh, it's beautiful. But then when the nasty, disgusting humans show up, it's like everything else. We've polluted.
But I want to see you make a snow angel. And I haven't got to see that.
I'll make a snow demon. How about
when we lived in Mandeville, we had the first Christmas we had there, it was snowing, but it snowed like, I don't know. There were some droplets of little snow, like little snow.
Oh, dude, you're gonna hate it if it snows here, dude. You're saying that now. I'll tell you. You know, I hope you get some snow, Taylor.
Let me tell you how bad it is here with the lack of snow. Right, when I was a kid, I remember that we had a snow day, right, and we got like 3 or 4 inches of snow, which was crazy. And I made snowballs, and like I kept it in the freezer because I knew I would never see snow again. That's how it was. Dude, can you imagine? You're in Ohio and like some kid in Louisiana is saving a snowball because she just wants to see snow. And you're up there and you don't even know what you have.
I had a dream to play in snow.
I did play in snow, so whatever.
It's all I ever wanted.
And what's crazy is that a couple years ago it snowed so bad here. We called my parents and we're like, are you guys okay? And it's like all the roofs are collapsing literally around them. So many roofs collapsed.
Oh yeah, if it snows in the South, it's a bad day. Like the best thing you can do if you live in a southern state and it actually gets snow and it's not used to getting snow is to stay in your house. Like you could not pay me to go be on the road with Southerners that don't know how to drive in cold weather, because you have to learn how to do it.
Come to Canada and betray Scotty.
That'll never happen, dude.
Snow sucks. It's cold as fuck, and the cars all get stuck. Almost rhymed a little bit. I liked it. Skiing is awesome, but cold gets old pretty quick.
Yeah, like there's fun things to do in the snow and stuff.
I just want to play in the snow a little bit.
I'm not doubting that, and I'm not denying that.
Trigger warning says snow is awesome. I know snow is awesome. I have seen snow. I've played in snow, but I want longer.
I like snow.
I've been denied a full time with snow. Like the longest we ever had snow was like a day.
I don't like snow in practice. That's what I'm saying.
Snow is perfect if you don't have to go anywhere, and that's what I want.
Yeah. If you have a place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, like the song says. But if it's like you have to, if you have a place to go, then don't let it snow.
I love the cockatoo and sunglasses. I want a sulfur crested cockatoo so bad. Scotty said no though. So this person is Jewish and says that they get 8 presents and no stupid music.
But don't you have to go out in places that have the shitty music? That's what I'm talking about more. Like, I'm not talking about my personal life. Like, if someone here just put on that kind of music, they can just go listen to it. Like, I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Denver is pretty snowy but hot during summer.
That is true.
Except it is already being filled with a bunch of millennials that are all moving to Colorado. So, you know.
Yeah, me and Taylor figured it out. She knows, like, or has been associated with people like was it 13 people that have moved
13
yeah,
that
13
are from this area
that moved to Colorado.
that have moved to Colorado. And not only that, in the same 2 cities. Okay. And that's just the people I know about.
Boulder and Denver.
Boulder and
Yep,
Denver.
That's
Yes.
right. Yep. That sounds about right.
Yeah. One of them became a he made a company that sells stuff for like not concert festivals, the flame balls that you spin around, you know, what are they called? The flame dancers and shit. And he sells like flame hula hoops. Like
I know what you're talking about.
Most of them are into that concert festival bullshit, to be honest. But yeah, a lot of people have moved there or gone to school there.
Well, that I understand, but I mean,
I can't tell you that.
Yeah.
Snow is great for like the first few hours.
Oh yeah, dude. The minute people start driving around, it's like, it gets disgusting. It's fun in your yard though, and shit.
Hard.
I'm anti-snow because I don't like dealing with it. Like, look, and obviously I'm colored by, like, every time I lived somewhere snowy, I lived with TJ, and he did not help out. Like, so I'd be the one scraping the shit off the car. I have to shovel the driveway because he doesn't give a shit, dude. He never gives.
Daniel says he never gave a damn about snow, and that's sad. I guess talking about my snowball.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. But see, when you live somewhere cold like that, where you get snow a bunch, like, you don't give a fuck. See, I give a fuck because I grew up somewhere where, like, there wasn't a bunch of snow. And I lived most of my life in places that have not been snow heavy. So when I had to actually live somewhere where it was snowy, I was not a fucking fan of it at all. Like, I dealt with it.
Did you like it at all? Like, even like when it first came down, were you like, wow, that's really pretty?
No, not really.
You hated it from the second you saw it. Do you like anything? Do you like anything at all?
Myself.
What about me? Goddamn, that's not your first answer?
Not you.
Oh my god.
I love you.
Wait a minute. Who get this person out? Block Tinder hot adult dating site. What the hell?
Oh, that's a friend of mine. Sorry, I didn't know they were gonna show up.
Nice.
I didn't know Tinder hot date.
I was 16 years old during the blizzard of '93. We got 30 inches of snow where I lived, and it was glorious.
Sounds like the beginning to like a '90s like soulful movie.
In '93,
I was 16.
I was not born.
I was 16 in the winter of '93. It's like there's supposed to be some like weird. I'm expecting it's like some weird show, with like some kid and some magical abilities or something, and like it changes the town that's like, you know, stuck in time or some shit. Like, I don't know. Come up with some random fucking plot.
How does TJ get away with not pitching in?
It's TJ.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, okay, so here's if you try to get TJ to pitch in. Okay, it'll be half-assed. It'll be just low effort because it's learned helplessness. Like, he knows what he's doing. And like, look, you understand, like, you can get TJ to do shit, but you're spent so long getting TJ to do it, you'd rather just do it yourself. And he knows that because most people are going to get impatient with that bullshit of like, oh, I can't do it. Oh, give me more time or whatever. You get fucking sick of it. You only have so much patience for people's bullshit. So it's like, how does he get away with not really pitching in? Just fucking stalling this for as long as humanly possible. Where you're just like, I don't even give a fuck, dude.
TJ should be slapped around more.
I mean, I'm never going to disagree with that.
The master of weaseling out of things.
Oh.
Fernando with his beautiful dog again.
Fernando,
welcome back.
Oh, he is. He's definitely a person that's a master of weaseling out of shit.
Kirk, selfishness on display.
Yeah, we are some selfish fucks.
Yeah, you picked you first, motherfucker.
You'd pick yourself too.
The lava bugs is always on Scotty's mind.
Shh.
That is a skill. You condition people to accept your laziness.
Oh yeah, it's completely a skill.
TJ's definitely conditioned people for that.
I don't live with TJ anymore though, so I don't really give a fuck. See, like, you know, like I was more invested in that like when we lived together, and now I don't live with him, so it's like that's Chelsea's cross to bear. She has to deal with TJ's lazy.
Bernie
bullshit.
Sanders is really concerned with
Oh
if
my
we're doing
God,
Am I the
Bernie.
Asshole? We're doing it right now. I'm sorry, sir.
I didn't know Bernie wanted it. Dude. If Bernie wants it, Bernie gets it.
Bernie, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it right now. Oh shit.
Up, Taylor.
Is it this one?
Taylor, Era. No. Wait. Was that one? What did you do, Taylor? Taylor, you on drugs again? Yeah, I think it was that one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole?
Enhance.
Am I the asshole?
Enhanced too
now
much.
it's time for our Am I the Asshole segment of the show, guys. Time to read some of this shit. Am I the asshole for calling the police on my fiance? Last night, my 35M fiance 38F left in the evening to give a friend's son a ride back to his home. She implied she'd be home before 9. She left at around 7:45. What are you doing to me?
Oh, you're just bouncing me with your knee.
Yeah. You gotta do it though.
Okay.
I have lots of energy, Taylor.
I'm sorry.
You're trying to constrain me as a performer, Taylor? Trying to tell me what to do?
I'm surprised you're so full of energy at 1:31 a.m.
I'm full of energy. What
Nice.
can I say? 10:15 rolled around. She still wasn't home. I texted, and she apologized to me, saying that her friend's son was actually the next town over, maybe 30 minutes away, and she was coming home now. 11:45 rolled around, and she still hadn't come home. So I called her to no answer, texted her to no response.
Oh my god.
I was getting very upset. So, I mean, like, at this point, in your mind, there's two possibilities as a dude. Let's just be honest. Possibility one, what the fuck happened? Like, is she all right? Oh my God. Like, what's going on? Like, this is not normal.
It's 11:45.
Yeah. Our possibility two is like, something is rotten in Denmark. Like, she's cheating.
Yeah, this sounds like some shit that I would do, but it's totally innocent, and I would answer your phone calls. And you're like, because I feel like I've done this about 100. You're like, Taylor, where the hell are you? And I'm like, oh my God, I have done like 30 million things since we last talked. I stopped into this place and this place.
I mean, I don't think you would care if there's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Yeah,
But-
she fucking answered and was like, oh, well, I actually ended up talking to this person.
I love this has a timeline. 12:30. Rolled around. This guy likes things to roll around. It doesn't just come.
Rolled
it
around, rolled
it
around.
rolls around.
Oh, the next one he says rolled around.
He
1:30
does.
rolled
That's
around.
what I'm saying. It rolled around. Like that's just how they describe things as far as time. So 12:30 rolls around. He rolls around, and
So she left at 7:45.
yeah. So at this point,
How many hours is it past this?
feels at 7:45. This is almost 5 hours now at this point.
Holy shit.
Still no response. No answer to my phone calls. I was extremely angry. Wait a minute. You don't know what happened yet. So being extremely angry only makes sense if you know, like, hey, like you have Live 360 and she's at a bar or something. You know what I mean? Then it's like,
Why don't people have Live 360?
I don't know.
Like me and Scotty have it, and it's really great because when you tell someone you're going somewhere, then they know, like, hey, you are actually there and you're coming home, which means that Scotty can clean the house really quick. If he fucking...
Well, I think it's a lot of people they don't want to be tracked everywhere they go.
See, that's the problem is why do you care?
I don't know.
Like me and Scotty know that we ain't up to no bullshit.
Well, I mean, that's a personal decision of ours. Not everyone feels that way. Some people might feel it's violating their privacy. So, I mean, I can understand.
I
that.
think that's weird then.
I don't personally have an issue with it.
Especially if you're married.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because I don't give that to anyone. I don't just give it to anybody.
We didn't do that until after we were married anyway.
Like, I have like a couple of people on it. Like I have like Taylor, my mom, and I have Stevie on it.
Yeah.
And that's it. I don't put anyone else on there. So, but I mean, like, of course, so it's just immediate people, like family members and shit like that. Like, yeah, I don't even give it to Taylor's family. Like,
I got my whole clan on mine.
well, you got your whole family, but I enjoying that one.
No, I know. No, I don't want you on that one.
Yeah, that one.
Because they watch. The motherfuckers
Yeah,
watch everything.
Yeah, they ain't gonna know what the fuck I'm doing.
They're
Anyway.
like, Taylor, you're still at the house. You've been there for days. Leave.
Taylor, you get a life, Taylor. 1:30 rolled around again. My anger had completely transformed into worry. I mean, I don't know why you weren't just worried to begin with, but maybe he's been given suspicious. You know, like there's suspicions from the past. You know, she's done some irregular things like this, so maybe there's more to it. Not answering my calls and texts not read. So she doesn't even write his text messages. At 1:45, I called the police. I've always heard the first 24 hours of someone being missing is the most important. Yep, that's true.
Well, it sounds like she's missing at this
So
point.
I didn't want to delay. I asked them to let me know if there had been any traffic accidents involving her. And the operator told me they would put out the word and send some cops to check along the route she would travel. I called all the hospitals in the area to check if she had been checked in. And I waited outside watching the road for her car for 3 hours. Partially because I didn't want the kids to hear me on the phone with hospitals. And secondly, because I was sick with worry. Well, I mean, yeah, at this point, I mean, what else would you be? Like no text, no calls. Yeah, I'll be right back. Never heard from them again. It's like, oh shit. At 7 a.m., she came home. She apologized
Almost 12 hours later.
Yeah, basically 12 hours later. She apologized for being out and said she had no excuse. She was driving home and felt tired, like she was falling asleep at the wheel. So she pulled over to the side of the road to sleep.
Whatever,
When she
bro.
did that. Oh man, this sounds like a Walter White story.
Her brand new phone had stopped working.
Yeah. And my phone just stopped working. And so she napped anyways because it was a responsible thing to do. And then she came home at 7 a.m. to bring the kids to school and to get to work on time. No.
I hope the dick was worth it, bro.
Yeah, like your wife, 100 or fiance, excuse me, 100% cheated on you, and she came home because she had actual responsibility. She couldn't just duck. Like she's got kids and shit. Like so she can't just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I have to go fuck you." Like no, she's gonna have to go to work, and she's got to fucking make sure she got clothes, or her clothes, and so obviously she's got to get the kids to school. But beyond that, like she don't give a fuck that you were. I mean, like, dude, you were sick with worry all night, and it's like, oh, sorry, yeah, I just passed on the side of the road for 12 hours. Okay, I can understand if you passed on the side of the road for like an hour or two, and then you got up or so. Oh shit, I was just too tired. Like, and then you would have gone home. She didn't go out of fucking town. She went supposedly to go drop somebody off, and doesn't come back for 12 hours. And it's like, oh yeah, it's like, dude, you 100% got cheated on.
Oh, dude, somebody's look at it. How could she get up before 7 if her phone was off? Does she have an alarm in her car?
Well, that's what she naturally woke up because that
No, at 7 she came home. Supposedly this place is an hour and a half away.
Well, 30 minutes away, they said.
No. She said she left around 7:45 to give a friend's son, which is weird as fuck. Why did the friend give?
She'd be home before 9. So you're assuming like she might have to do some other stuff, but she's basically saying I'm gonna be gone for like about an hour at most.
Right.
So you have to assume that the kid must live like 10 or 15 minutes away, and then it's 30 minutes away. And then it's like I just don't show the
I
fuck
didn't even think
up.
about this, but why is she giving a friend's son? She left in the evening to give a friend's son a ride back to his home. From where? Was the friend's son at their house?
Because that was the cover to get out of the house. That was like, well, I have to leave late at night. And then it's like, oh,
you're totally right, Fernando. Oh my God, her phone died and she went to sleep. That's the Jodi Arias defense. Yeah, that was I watched that entire trial. So yeah, that was what Jodi Arias had said.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh wow. So let's see.
Fuck, dude.
I immediately called the police and told them she had come home safely and gave them the case number and told them to stop searching, which they did. My fiance brought the kids to school and left for work. I set out to start cleaning. Cleaning distresses me sometimes.
Sounds like me.
And I got a call from a policeman asking where she worked. I told him and asked why. And I was informed that it was their policy to check on the person's wellness after a missing person is found. And I asked them not to go by her work, but give her a call instead.
No.
He said he couldn't promise. So basically, yeah, they're going to go do it. I mean, like, that's what I can't promise. That means, like, they're showing up, buddy. My fiance is relatively new to her job. A police officer showed up and asked to speak with her. I mean, that's always, is so-and-so around? Wait a minute. Yeah, I guess. What's this about? Oh, she was reported as a missing person last night. Just making sure she's all right. She is now enraged at me for calling the police and sending a cop to her work and making her look bad. He didn't send the cop to your work. Your actions did that because you bailed all night to go fuck somebody or do drugs or whatever. I mean, like, you haven't been honest. So it's like,
understandably, he was worried.
Yeah, she's saying I overreacted and she wasn't missing, and I was punished her for doing the responsible thing and not driving while drowsy. Okay, come on, can we drop the fiction? I mean,
sleep for 30
like-
minutes and then
like-
leave.
yeah, it's like, look, it's like, yeah, that your story would be understandable if you stopped for a little bit and you slept and you woke up. It's like you were gone all fucking night. You're full of fucking shit, and we both know it. And I didn't send no cop to your fucking job. That's their department policy. I had nothing to do with it. And you're trying to deflect the fact that you fucking were out all goddamn night and showed up right when you needed to get the kids to school and go to work. So fuck you. I don't want to marry you, and this is a terrible decision, dude. Why would anyone even?
Well, they have
consider?
kids.
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying, like, so there's a lot to consider. But the good thing is they're not married yet, so that's great.
Don't go through.
So
with
don't
it.
do it.
Yeah, don't go through with the fucking marriage.
You're not wrong. She's 100% wrong. She did something. If it wasn't cheating, then it was doing drugs or it was something else. It doesn't have to be cheating, to be fair.
She's saying that she's never going to see. This is a classic guilty person. I'm never going to leave the house again except for work.
Oh wow.
Because she's afraid I'm going to call the cops on her again. No, this is what it is. Because she bailed overnight, and you got scared, and the fiance got scared, so he calls the cops. Oh, I don't know where she is, because he really didn't. She didn't communicate where she was going anywhere, and he gets worried. And now it's like, oh, okay, well, there's actually going to be consequences. Well, you have me prisoner now. Oh, it's so wrong if you'd actually be concerned for welfare when I bailed all night and didn't say anything. I'll just never leave again. That's what a guilty motherfucker does and says.
That's true.
She is 100% guilty of fucking around or something fucking which doesn't want you to know. You have dodged a serious bullet by not marrying this person. Don't go through with the marriage. I wouldn't even trust this person at this point.
Ever again.
Like,
I mean,
how-
12
like-
hours.
like,
Holy shit.
I don't give a fuck what somebody says unless they have an actually good, reasonable story. Like, I was in the fucking hospital. I was in a car accident, where it's like something where it's so concrete. That's like, why would you question it? And if that had been one of those things, then of course he'd be the fucking asshole. She bails all fucking night, doesn't have any, and has a fucking the most bullshit story of like, oh, I was driving back, oh, and I just had to pass out for 12 hours. And it's like, dude, no one's gonna go fucking sleep in a car for 12 hours. Like, there's no fucking way. They'd have to be beyond exhausted to just pass out on the side of the road.
Yeah, that
for
sounds
12
like
hours.
Yeah, I told you about when I did one of my flood duties when I was in the Army National Guard.
Yeah.
And they took so long to like give us a real schedule because this kind of shit just comes up out of the fucking blue. And there was 3 days where I worked nonstop. I mean, driving, sitting, waiting for trailers, driving some more. I slept 30 minutes and then got woken up by like captains telling me that the trailer's hooked up and we can drive now, like that kind of shit. And even then, there's no way that I could have slept for 12 hours. There's no way. Not in a vehicle. There was one point where we finally got to sleep for like, I think it was like 3 hours when we stopped somewhere. And me and my A driver fell asleep. We had a 18-wheeler that didn't have a back area. It was an old one. It's like an old 70s. They're called 915 A2s. No, A3s. Yeah. And it only has 2 seats and it has this empty spot. And we put our bags there and then we laid over like with each other crosswayed. And we still couldn't sleep.
Really tired.
We still couldn't sleep the full 3 hours. And at that point, I hadn't slept in like 26 hours, something like that. And we just like were just down in Red Bulls and shit. And even then, I still could not sleep 3 hours because I was so uncomfortable. So this is bullshit. Clearly, I can tell you.
I mean, a child.
no one can do this.
A child wouldn't believe this story. The story makes no sense. It doesn't add up. Like, I'm sorry. You can be as naive as you want to be about this relationship you've got, dude. But the fact that you didn't mention, like, the minute she came home, like, this is all shady shit.
Who the fuck is this James Tippins? Come to Christ and get him the fuck out of here, please.
I've already been saved. Thanks, buddy. You know what? That comment right there, you've saved me. I want to thank you personally.
She sleeps in a backseat of lies.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, and of course, like, are you
Thank
the
you,
asshole?
Johnny. Thank
I
you,
mean,
Johnny.
as the story we've been told, like, no. If Taylor disappeared like this,
Holy shit, please find me.
I would have the exact same reaction. Like, Taylor's been missing for 5 hours. Should I like do something about this? Like, no, let me just assume everything's fine. Like you can't make that assumption. I mean, I guess obviously they're not technically married or whatever yet.
Well, they have kids and they live together.
But they're in a long-term relationship, so it is his responsibility to make sure, like, if she doesn't show up to like do this. So how could he be the asshole for that?
So I'm guessing the first comment is, you know she's lying, right?
I know, you know.
I do suspect the story isn't truthful, but she doesn't really have a history of lying to me, so I've been trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Don't.
Let's see what else he says.
No, bro, no. Did you what? I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't know how you could give someone like that the benefit of the doubt. Like, you can't.
Even if she banged another guy, we're in an open relationship. It's always these motherfuckers in an open relationship, isn't it? Every time. We're in an open relationship, and I'm surprised that they're doing shady shit. Because you're doing shady shit.
This is a case of like denial ain't just a fucking river in Egypt, dude. You are so in fucking denial. Like, and this
he even says there are rules that she ignored, but it's something we could get
past. This is a classic thing for people who are in denial. He doesn't want to acknowledge his relationship is fucking exploded in his face. The shit that he's hoping is not true is true. He knows it's true, but he doesn't want to admit it because facing reality is hard. He doesn't want to be single. He's got kids. He's got all this other shit. So we have to know that it's really easy to make up a bunch of justifications. Oh, it's okay because our relationship accepts this. And if it was drugs, I would work through it. I'm doing this. Like, this guy is so fucking in denial that he can't fucking think straight. He can't see clearly. And his comments only just shine a further light that he is not, he's not accepting reality. If you tell this story to anyone outside of someone that want to make shitty justifications, no one's going to
go down. He said they're not his kids. He needs to get the fuck out. I mean, that's not necessarily true. He needs to just get the fuck out because she's an asshole. You know what I mean? Yeah, love them very much and treat them like my own. They're her children.
But lie and then triple down that line and triple down. I don't really care
about that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Someone that told you one lie, they might tell you 2 lies, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe 100.
She could have used her friend's phone to call or text you and let you know what happened. Hey, my phone's not working. Texting you for my friends.
There's a million things that could have been done differently.
Friend's son, not son's friend. She didn't mention which toilet, but what toilet? Check her nether regions. Am I gonna find a property of Chad carved into her? Somebody told her to check her vagina. What the fuck? Never mind. I don't want to keep reading this. That's just crazy.
Yeah, this guy is in complete denial, and it's so sad because if this is actually a genuine like story in person, they're you're looking at reality and you're just like looking right through it and going, no, everything's great. Everything is not great. You have a serious problem in your relationship. And if you don't actually acknowledge it and stop living like with your heads and burying your fucking head in the sand, it's just going to get worse down the road. You cannot fix shit like that.
Johnny says open relationship doesn't mean your partner goes out and fucks whomever without telling you. That's how you get STDs.
Correct.
Right? Exactly.
Correct.
I don't mean to say all open relationships are bad, but it's just like he's saying they have one and she's already broken rules before and all this. Like,
look, some people rules are just made to be fucking broken. Like, and that's
right.
and that's this kind of person. That's the kind of person all you're dealing with. You have to acknowledge that there's certain people that like that. You can give them any fucking and they'll agree in the moment to any rules. Oh yes, I'll never. But in practice, if the rules mean nothing to them, and this is a person that's clearly that's the case, that's not gonna fucking work. And yet again, you're just trying to justify shitty behavior.
Was her check vag engine light on? Vag engine. That's a hard word for me to say.
Let's move on. Enough of this one. This guy's a fucking moron. You're not an asshole, but you're a fucking idiot. So I give you the idiot rating.
Am I the asshole for not telling my daughter that we bought her brother a laptop?
No, this is some crazy ass shit. This is basically like if you're a parent, you're begging for your life to be made a living hell and have a massive fucking fight. Like, this is 100% what this is. Taylor, you want to read this one?
Sure, go ahead. I will. I don't know why I said go ahead. I will go. I will go ahead. I will go ahead.
Go ahead.
My kids F14, M17 have been insisting that I buy a laptop for them.
Shocking.
Not shocking.
Kids never do that.
They want all the
yeah,
things.
kids never insist on you buying them things.
If they don't have it, they want it right now. They both have tablets that they use for school, but they complain that they need a laptop. I mean, they're pretty old. They probably need a laptop, you know. I could only afford one laptop, and knowing my kids, they'll fight over it every day if I make them share. So I had to give it to one of them, and I knew that my son needs it a lot more than my daughter. So I bought one for him, and to avoid drama, I told him to just use it in his room and not let his sister see it.
That'll never fucking
That's
happen.
never going to happen. He's going to show her immediately. Okay.
Oh,
if not, then like very soon.
And it's going to be a point of like, ha 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 ha, look what I got. That's going to happen at some point. They're siblings. There's just no fucking way. There's no way if you give one of them something and not the other one, that you're going to get any other reaction. Like, because they're going to get mad at each other. And he's going to be like, you know what? Mom loves me more. No, she doesn't. You know how I know? She bought me a laptop, didn't buy you one. My mom hates me.
Well, I guess we're going to say it was fine for a few days, but then my daughter started to get suspicious about why my son spends all his time in his room. So yesterday she ran to his room and opened the door without knocking and caught him using his laptop.
Of course.
She literally threw a tantrum, like crying and screaming at us until I sent her to her room. She called her grandparents and told them about it. And while they are on our side, they say we are assholes for keeping it secret. So am I the asshole?
Yes, you obviously are.
Yeah, because if you could only afford one, then you probably shouldn't have gotten one kid one.
And even if you were gonna do that, let's say you're like, no,
then you need to tell her.
Yeah, you're straight up and down. Like, you kept it a fucking secret. Like, you really did like not respect your kids at all. Like, yeah, you might be an authority figure in their life, but
it's a lie.
But you're teaching them like, oh, instead of facing this problem, which is like we can only afford one, and just being honest, like, okay, your brother's older and we want him to do better in school. We'll get you one next year or something. You hit it.
Or you know what?
And then made him complicit. Oh yeah, so you gotta hide it and don't let your sister see her. Like, I mean, like, come on. How long? Let's be logical. In a fucking family structure like this, how long? I mean, even if he took every precaution, he's gonna get caught at some point. He's be absent-minded. Leave my laptop, on the table or something. He's gonna come home like, whose laptop is this?
Ark says busting into his room could have gone so wrong. Yeah, it could have.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. That's not what it looks like. Is that my friend? No.
It is a really weird secret to keep from your kid. And it seems
you're teaching your look, you have to understand what you're sending a message there too. Like, you're teaching kids this is how you deal with problems like this. Like, you have a problem,
just do it, and then don't
hide it. Hush. So okay, this is actually what the real deal is here. The real deal here is you favor your son over your daughter, and she knows it. And you want how you made that crystal clear by doing what you did.
Just make them share the computer.
Yeah. So, and it's too difficult to make them share. No, it's not. You just want to give your son a laptop, and you didn't want to give your daughter one. So this is your justification. And now, of course, you're dealing with the fallout. And it's like, so am I the asshole? It's like, yeah, you are the asshole.
And how could
you completely behave like an asshole to your own kid?
I gotta be honest. How could you only afford one laptop? If you're and I'll tell you this too, is if this is from 6 hours ago, if you live in America, which you probably do, I'm just saying, then you've probably gotten money for those kids in the past year. If you knew they've been insisting on a laptop for a while, why don't you just use that money on a laptop for both of them? Laptops aren't that expensive, not cheap ones. They're kids. They don't need an expensive laptop.
No, she can only get because you know why?
Oh, you can only get one.
It's bullshit. She doesn't. She favors her son. Clearly, I mean,
is it a she?
I guess it could be a dad.
Yeah, I don't really know.
So he or she or whoever favors their son. So there's just a clear bias. I mean, and the bias is obvious because, to me, actions always speak louder than words. Like, you can say whatever you want, but they cut basically a backroom deal. Like, okay, look, you get the laptop, but don't tell your sister anything. Never let her know that you got a laptop. Never tell her. Okay, and you get it, and she doesn't get shit. That's it. And then she discovers like the betrayal because she's been begging for a laptop. Her brother's suddenly just gone all the time. Your guilt is just self-evident. And then what do? It's like, you're mad about it? Go to your room.
You can get a fucking Dell laptop for $125.
No, can't do it. can't
Now, I
do
wouldn't
it.
go that cheap. I'd probably go like the $195 route, but $400, you can't scrounge
No,
together
how much you want to bet this
$400.
fucking kid got a goddamn MacBook Pro? That's what it fucking was. The fucking goddamn parent got them some
I've seen
super
a couple people say also like just get them a desktop and put it in the like a common
No,
area.
that's just too much common sense.
Well, I would say too is that they're wanting a laptop. So that's not going to fix the problem. You might as well save the money and just get them each a cheaper laptop when you can afford it.
This is pretty short. So what do the people on Reddit say? Do they come to the correct conclusion?
You're the asshole, obviously. Of course, your daughter found out, and of course, she's upset. Her parents went behind her back and got an expensive gift for her brother. You don't know if it's expensive or not, but whatever. And then lied by omission about it. Guess what you taught her? That her needs don't matter compared to her brother. You'll lie to her so she can't trust you, and she can't trust her brother either. Adults would have sat down and had a conversation or worked out a schedule for them to share. Too bad if it's harder for you. Grow up. Yeah.
I mean, I wish I could say it's really a matter of growing up.
Yeah, Chromebooks are cheap as dirt.
But to me, this is really just more like a scheming parent. I mean, this is like, at best case, just being a biased parent, and a worst case being a parent that pits their kids against each other. And I mean, there's parents that do that.
Phoenix says he's 3 years older. That doesn't have to do with favoring the son. He just needs it more. It doesn't say why he needs it more. I can understand why you think that, but like,
yeah, okay. Well, let's
be
turn around. I mean, like, so I will get that's your opinion, but I mean, but mine's equally plausible. So it's not like you have any more information. You're just
Well,
he's older automatically. How's that true?
Here's the thing too.
Because he's doing more
he's
projects.
17. He's going to be 18 next year, right? Or even sooner than that.
Right.
She's going to be in high school for a longer amount of time now at this point. So doesn't she need the laptop?
Yeah, and he's 17. He can't get a job and go buy a
How
laptop.
does this Tinder dating thing keep coming back? I've blocked it about 100 times.
Yeah, I look, based upon this, you're saying, oh, it's that's not clear. It's just simply an age thing, and that could be it. But it also seems like a bias thing too, because why was the son selected?
Like, they just make new accounts. I got you.
So I mean, I don't know. I mean, like maybe the person posted is given more information. I guess maybe they could explain it further. But I don't see any reason why you can dismiss that there's no possibility of bias.
Let's see if they said anything else. He is turning 18 soon and wants to move out. We just wanted to keep it a secret until he leaves.
That's still a shitty thing to do.
I told her I'll take her to a library whenever she needs a laptop. Her needs are met. Oh my God, you suck.
Yeah, I'm not saying. Yeah, I mean, you're not required to have a laptop to have your needs met, but that's really not a solution.
My son is always using it, either for school or games. I can't think of any schedule that for work for us. We lied to her because we knew she would have such an extreme reaction.
Yeah, because you favored one kid over the other. Okay, dude, this is clearly a case of bias. It's clearly a case. Like, it's just like, oh, we knew she was gonna have this reaction. So you always planned to do this. Yeah, so I mean, like, you made it seem like there was an actual choice, but there was no choice. There's one choice.
No kid wants to go to a library to use a computer.
No, I feel completely vindicated. I completely agree with the other guy's comment. Dude, you're completely fucking wrong.
I've only had to use a library computer a couple times, and it blows ass. Number one, because they have blockers on everything. So it's already kind of hard to use it, you know? And plus it costs money. Like, doesn't it? I remember having to pay. No, I paid for prints. That's what it was.
No, I don't remember paying money.
I paid for prints.
I mean, I did that when I was like maybe 11 or something. I went to a library to use a computer, but I never had to pay for it. Let's move on. I'm right as usual.
Am I the asshole for losing it on my husband because he can't seem to remember anything?
Now, this one I think almost like I didn't really read through it, but this is something I'm definitely been guilty of, is like forgetting shit.
I feel like I'm guilty of it as well.
Thank God for that.
Okay.
I mean, woo, yeah, because I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm a forgetful motherfucker if there ever was one. Like, I used to have a very high opinion of my memory until I actually got married and realized, like, no, I have a terrible memory.
I think it's because we use each other to. Sorry, I think it's because we use each other to remember things. You know, so I think that's why. You guys
heard it here. She just admits she's using me.
I said we use each other.
But you're still admitting you're using me. You're still admitting it. Did you not admit that?
There's only one thing I'm using you for.
Did you not admit that right there?
Only one thing. Gross. God, you're so nasty.
That's better.
Is this story about me?
Oh shit.
Oh,
3D Callus might be telling your life story here, huh?
You mentioned it on DFF. Mentioned what?
Mention what? Oh, my terrible memory or what?
I don't know.
You'll have to explain that.
Okay. My husband can't seem to remember anything. Is his name Scotty? He is often late for work because he forgets his wallet at home.
Okay, I'm not this bad.
Scotty's late for work at his own house. So
I'm late for work because
eating.
I'm just
Eating.
I'm selfish and narcissistic, and I just prioritize myself over anyone else.
And has come back to get it since he needs an ID to get in.
Okay, so I'm not this bad. Like I've very.
Oh yeah,
very,
the ID was talking about your bad memory.
Oh yeah. I would. Taylor knows me. I don't usually lose my wallet though. I'm not like that, but like my keys in my wallet, my cell phone, I can usually keep track of
I've never
that.
seen you lose your wallet.
Yeah, I'm a greedy motherfucker. That ain't gonna happen.
I haven't lost my wallet in a while, to be fair, but I used to all the time.
You've probably lost your wallet like 20 times since I've known you.
Not my wallet, but cards, because I take them out and I put them in my pocket to use them because I don't like to carry anything. I don't carry a bag. I don't carry shit. So,
I know.
And I make Scotty my bag. I'm like, here, put these in your
Yeah,
pocket.
just carry this and carry this, and
Carry
it's like
this. I don't have that much stuff. I'm like, carry my phone, please.
And I got you a backpack too. And you still won't use it.
I do.
Damn you.
I do sometimes.
Yeah, once a blue fucking moon.
Bootlicker says blink twice if you're being abused and need help. He blinks like 1,000 times. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Oh shit.
Help me, Taylor Evil. Taylor, actually, demon, I am trapped in hell. Save me.
I tried to help him out by getting a little bowl to put on the counter for him to just drop his keys and wallet in when he gets home to try to prevent him forgetting, misplacing. Didn't help.
You know, this actually does sound like a Stevie.
Yeah.
Stevie, like, you know, I thought I was bad with my shit. Stevie will literally go like weeks with like, Scotty, I cannot find my glasses or my wallet. Like his phone, he manages to keep track of. I'm assuming he can like watch porn or whatever. But everything else, it's dicey if Stevie's gonna have it with him, to be honest with you.
He was also backed up on bills he pays that don't have automatic payments because he doesn't check this person has ADHD and it's undiagnosed. Okay?
Oh, dude. I mean, I'm telling you,
That's
too.
what this is.
I mean, like, yeah, this is like I you know, I've occasionally missed a bill.
This sounds like me before medicine.
But
before
I mean,
help.
But like this is like extreme. Like he can't find his wallet, his cell phone, his keys.
Backed up on bills.
He ain't paying his bills, even though he's got the money. Like it's like, you know, this is just like
he doesn't check his email for the invoices. If you look at my emails, for example, I think I have like 13,000 unread emails. So I mean, that's what this is, 100%. These are two basic examples, but stuff like this happens all the time. Whenever I try to talk to him about how this is unacceptable or ask my husband if he thinks he has a medical condition, which he does, wants to see a doctor, he always pouts for an hour and acts like I personally insulted him. Another part of ADHD, which is rejection sensitivity disorder. So
yeah, I mean, he almost sounds like a classic case of ADHD right now.
This is literally ADHD.
Yeah, it's like, and of course, like he takes it like it's a rejection of like you're a bad person,
personally insulting. Yeah, that's
yeah.
so.
When it's not, it's just like you're forgetting all your shit constantly. Like this doesn't make any sense.
This makes me sad for him because he really does need help. So.
But you know, of course,
you feel helpless because you really are trying.
Well, people that usually need the help like this, like the thing is, you know, the truth is, especially with stuff like this, like he doesn't really feel like there's anything wrong with him. He's just like, oh, I'm a little forgetful, like, but
yeah, no, totally,
because you can function in so many other areas of your life to make up for it, like, and like of course, like so here's the case of like he has a partner who's super supportive and not like that. So he's like, well, it's not a big deal because she'll be there, and but of course she's taking the weight of that and is like, I'm sick of fucking dealing with the weight of your shit, basically. That's what it sounds like to me. And it's like, and she's like, and obviously she suspects this and is like trying to do this like gentle of like, you need to go. But of course she's like, no, I'm fine. I'm as fit as a fiddle. There's no problems here.
That's kind of like what happened with me when you told me that because you remember I had been misdiagnosed as having depression, you know, and then they misdiagnosed me again and said I had GAD. And then you told me, you're like, I don't think these are you at all.
Yeah, well, because you've never really seemed like depressed.
I've never really been a depressed person, but that's what they said. I'm like, I can't do anything. Like, and I every time I get a job, like I get bored and I leave, you know?
Well, it's just because of the way you behave.
Losing all my shit, and I talk way too fucking much, or I talk way too little, like this, and you told me, you're like, you should go talk to a doctor about ADHD. Like, oh, they did diagnose me as a kid with it, but I didn't even think you could still have it, you know?
Yeah, you have.
Went and talked to
you
this
always have it.
awesome psychiatrist, and he's like, he gave me all sorts of tests and stuff. And anyway, this person, that's what they need. Let's continue reading.
But the point you're trying to make, obviously, is like it helped your life immeasurably.
Holy shit, yeah. But, well, for one,
no, it definitely did.
Yeah.
Like Taylor had way more problems with like just getting stuff done.
Constantly falling asleep, extreme irritability.
Oh, and the other side of it too is Taylor would be super tired, but then you'd also be like super energetic at times. So like it'd be like you'd oscillate between like, oh, I don't need to sleep, I just need to keep going doing stuff, to like, I don't want to do anything. That's probably why they thought you were depressed. Was because of the lack of motivation, you know. But it's actually just like you were super bored by those things in that moment.
Oh yeah.
Well, anyways, let's go on.
Yeah. My breaking point was this happened last night today. My husband drops off
Like, so basically drops off our 1-year-old at daycare.
Yeah, every day since it's on his way to work, and our son currently has to take some prescription meds, which have to be administered during his time at daycare. So we had to fill out some forms, get a specific signed doctor note, and our son needed more wipes. He needs these meds, so it's very important all these forms get handed in. All this had to be dropped off today, so I sent multiple texts with a list of things that needed to go to my husband so he'd have it right on his phone. I wrote down the list on the chalkboard in our kitchen and even repeated the list to my husband as he was getting ready. Now, before anyone asked, yes, I could have just packed the forms and wipes myself, but I don't think I should have to.
Okay, time out.
Yeah.
I agree with you that you shouldn't have to, but if something really important has to be done and involves like your child and medication, this is a stupid hill to die on. So I'm not saying you're the asshole, but this is just being stubborn. It's like, no, you're gonna do this, and it's like it involves somebody else, and it's really important. This person hasn't been reliable. I mean, even if they're your husband, like real to real, you gotta take care of your kids, and you gotta take care of those you're responsible to, regardless of how you feel about other shit. So it's kind of like a petty way to go about it, especially like when you got someone else involved.
You can be petty about it and get what you want. Let me tell you what she needs to do.
Well, no, she definitely could be, but not with this particular
no
thing.
I know that's what I'm saying. And you can do this and still be petty. Is you can say, you know what, I know that you have these issues. I know that you probably have something undiagnosed going on. You aren't reliable. I don't trust you doing this, and so I'm going to handle it myself until you go see a doctor. I don't trust you to do these things. You don't think that's going to make him go to the doctor? I'm telling you it will.
Maybe not. Maybe just he'll feel a sense of relief that he's not being bothered anymore.
Okay, then take away some more shit from him.
Oh shit! Take away something.
Take away something from him.
Take away a little some from him. Maybe he'll
tell
change.
him, if you want some of this, you're gonna have to go to the doctor. Watch his ass go to the doctor.
Yeah, that'll
watch him go.
That'll motivate him quicker than anything. Let's be honest. Sex is a great motivator, especially if you're married.
And boom, Tetris for Jonas. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Oh shit.
So she writes it down. She could have packed it, but she didn't because she's being a petty bitch. Already make my son's lunches the night before, lay out his outfit, make sure his bottles are washed.
It's petty, but the frustration is understandable.
No, I get it. I'm
because you're going through a litany of like, she's doing most of this shit, and it's like, can you just do this one basically it comes out of this. Can you do this one fucking thing for me?
Oh,
like I'd rather you just do this one fucking thing. And it's like, obviously it's a failure. I mean, obviously, like, look, we can fucking foreshadowing like, he fucked up. He didn't do it right. Let's see. Okay, let's see.
So she already does all the stuff for him to try and make the morning run as smooth as possible, which is nice. I'm glad you do that. I don't think asking him to make sure he packs 2 forms and some wipes is a lot to ask.
No, it's not.
It's not. I came downstairs this morning and one of the forms was on the coffee table. I also got a message from the daycare saying they still need wipes. I was pissed and asked my husband, sternly I'll admit, how on earth he managed to forget 2 of the 3 things he needed to bring. He got really defensive, asked why I'm being so mean and shouting. I don't think I was shouting, and saying I should have just packed everything myself if it was that serious. Am I the asshole?
Oh,
no,
shit.
You're not the asshole.
No, go back.
What?
Saying I should have just packed everything myself if it was that serious. Okay. This dude is fucking, no, you're not the asshole. And if that's his attitude fucking sucks.
You have to remember that the rejection sensitivity.
No,
you
no,
know?
I get
I'm not
that.
saying it
I get that, but at that point too, when he's not doing anything about it and it's obvious that there's a problem and just saying, well, you just need to handle it, that's pushing way too much off on the other person. And it's not being a good partner to them at all. And it's being really presumptuous. Like, well, it's really that important. No, I agree. Because the bit of truth there is, yeah, he's right. She really should have handled it because it was a serious thing. But it's also admitting he can't be trusted with serious shit. And that's a big fucking red flag in any relationship. You can't handle a serious thing. What's going to happen if there's an emergency and I'm not here to help you? Is someone going to die? Is some bad shit going to happen? Are you going to leave our fucking kid unattended because you're just spacing out playing video games or whatever the fuck?
Then make an ultimatum.
I mean, at this point,
it looks like it needs to be.
I mean,
Say,
yeah,
you know
at this
what?
point,
I'm not. I can't like at this point because you can't do
I can't
this,
trust you.
I don't know if I can trust you at all.
Yeah.
You know, even with our kid. Like how? So are you going to forget?
Well, no, he fucked up. How could you?
Are you
going to
forget to change his diapers because that's serious? Are you going to leave shit on his ass for hours at a time until he's got a rash? That's going to be there for
and then
like
blame
a week.
you and then
Yeah,
deflect and
blame
say
me?
it's your fault because you should have done it because I mean you know how I am. It's like
So until then,
yeah,
until you go to the doctor, I think we're just going to have to leave. You know.
I mean, I don't know if it's. I mean that's
Or
pretty,
say, well, I'm just saying
that's probably pretty serious to go from that to that. But I would say, look, you've got to get help
at a
for
certain
this.
point.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, if he refuses all help and doesn't, it's like, no, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. It's like, you know, it's not going to work out in the long term. If someone's going and venting on the internet about how you're fucking basically being a shitty husband, that's not a good sign. That's like, give me a reason not to fucking leave your ass. That's basically what that sounds like. Let's see. I don't think she's gonna get.
Not the asshole. He clearly can't get it together, so he needs to at least agree to go to the doctor and get an assessment, medical check. Wipes and forms are a minor problem. I personally would be a lot more concerned with something serious, like a 1-year-old kid in the backseat of a car.
That's a pretty good point. Yeah, like he goes inside absent-minded. It's 100 degrees outside. Not a good thing. Yeah, these forms aren't minor though. Correct. People even said it. Go back. I saw ADHD mentioned. Opposite teacher probably told him he might have some like ADHD and asked him to get evaluated, and he pouts. Yeah, that's basically what it is. She's probably she's on Dr. Google and is basically Googled all his symptoms and been told like this sounds like it could be a case of ADHD. Perhaps you should really talk to someone about that. And unfortunately, instead of just like taking that seriously, he's ignored it. And I understand why people ignore that shit. And I mean, I think a lot of people, obviously, they don't want to go admit they have an issue or a problem where they need to go get help. I mean, it puts a lot of people in a vulnerable position. But if it's affecting your life and your marriage that much and having that much of a detrimental effect, you have to do it for the better of your relationship. Or you might lose that relationship and you might lose everything that's dear to you by fucking not being treated for it. So I think it's the greater risk is doing nothing. And of course, you know, she's not the asshole.
Oh, shoot. Am I the asshole for not inviting one child from my daughter's class to a party?
And I think everyone's, yeah, everyone that's, you know, I guess unless you're fucking homeschooled or some shit, went to school with a kid that maybe liked you a little bit more than you like them. You ever have that? Was a kid that's like, I'm not talking like you, Taylor, of course. I'm saying like, but they like wanted to be your friend and you just kind of like, you weren't feeling it. You ever had that happen to you?
No, I was usually the one that was not liked. So.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's this raw memory for you. I definitely had that. I remember kids growing up, like they like there were certain kids that just always wanted to hang out, or they want to hang out with you, and you was transparent, like, oh, you have a fucking cool gaming system or something cool at your house, so I want to be your friend. And I wasn't a kid that was in. I was like, no, I don't want to hang out with you. Like, you just want to go play my fucking goddamn Nintendo or jump on my trampoline and swim in our fucking.
Well, to be fair, I didn't really want to hang out with.
Because I grew up when I was a little ass, I grew up a pretty fucking privileged life, so I definitely had a bunch of like friends. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know it.
Like, so I definitely had kids where it's like, oh, you want to invite all your little classmates to your birthday? I might not say yes because I was like maybe when I was really young, sure. But as I got older, it's like, not so much. A lot of like clingers, a lot of hanger-ons. But we don't know the reason. So, maybe there's a good reason not to invite this one child, or maybe it's some pettiness. I mean, you have to assume because, look, most parents aren't really going to their kids' classroom usually. So you don't really know the kids. You're taking your daughter at their word. I mean, not to say you want to assume your kid's lying to you, but you don't really know.
Yeah, let's see. So my 28F and husband 29 male have a daughter Peyton 7F.
Oh, thank God Peyton's not here.
Peyton. Peyton goes to a small school with 20 kids in her grade. Fuck. What the hell?
Man.
That's like one class.
So this is either like a super like richy school or something or like small like private school, or this is like they live in bumfuck and there's just no kids there.
Her birthday party is next month, and we sent out invitations to her friends at school, and we invited the whole class except one student. The student we did not invite has bullied Peyton several times. We've had meetings with the school and parents. Obviously, Peyton doesn't want this kid at her party.
I mean, look, if that's the case, yeah, that's not really appropriate to involve that person in a birthday. I mean, like how no one wants their bully at their birthday party. Let's just be honest.
The other girl's mother called me to talk about it, saying how her daughter is crying. Oh, it's a girl.
Okay.
A girl bully. She was the only kid not invited, and everyone at school is talking about the party. Peyton's parties are known by her classmates to be very over the top. Oh my gosh, she's 7. Y'all need to chill. I
Yeah.
explained her daughter isn't nice to my daughter, and that's the reason she wasn't invited. The mother knows this. The mother said, I'm teaching my child to be a bully and use her wealth to make friends, and I disagreed. The mother then asked if she had her daughter apologize and write Peyton a letter we could reconsider. I told her we would not, and it has become a big deal every time I see the mom. Am I the asshole? Yeah.
Protecting your kid is one thing, but literally saying like, is there anything we can do? And literally just going like, no, there's literally nothing you can do. It's like, so what are you teaching your kid at that point? That there's no forgiveness to people?
And what kind of bullying did a 7-year-old do?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry, but at a certain point, if someone is, I mean, and look, obviously, maybe there's selfish motivations behind it, but if someone's genuinely going to try to make amends with you, especially a child that's really young, it might be acting foolishly. You're not going to give them a chance. You are kind of an asshole. Yeah,
you are using your money.
I mean, look, the other kid, look,
to make friends for your kid.
I mean, this might be a case of everyone sucks for sure, which kind of sounds like what it is. Like,
it kind of does, yeah.
It sounds like this girl, probably was bullying your kid, or they just didn't get along.
Okay. Oh, here's some edit. Okay. Edit for questions. Invitations were not handed out in the classroom. I handed them to parents directly. I've seen a few people ask exactly what kind of bullying has occurred. So I'll give a couple examples from last year and this year. Okay, so when they were 6 and 7, right? One time Peyton came home crying because the little girl was so mean to her, telling her she wasn't pretty, too chubby, etc.
She's
Okay.
a little kid.
Peyton has come home crying several times because the girl has told her there's no way she's a cheerleader. Peyton does cheerleading on weekends because she wasn't pretty. She has told Peyton she couldn't play with the rest of the girls in the class when they were all playing jump rope at recess. The other girls told her to let Peyton play, so when it was Peyton's turn, the girl purposely got her out by not swinging the rope nicely, and the teacher saw that happen. She's called Peyton a crybaby. Sounds like Peyton is a crybaby, and this is only a couple of the incidents that happened.
Look,
so
they're
look, 6 and 7.
You have to look at it like this. If you're a parent, at least that's the way I would look at it. You're trying to teach your child that the way to deal with being socially ostracized is by ostracizing another child. So how can you not be the asshole? The lesson you're teaching here is why, like, there's a kid that's being a bully. There's a kid that's, going after your kid. There could be a number of reasons why that is. Maybe like this could be an experience that actually would help them. And like, this kid can see the error of her ways. Like, bullying's not good because look what happened with this party. They didn't even want to invite you to this party. They didn't want you to be involved in this at all because of the way you've acted. But it's like for all time, you're not going to show any like forgiveness to like a small child. Like I understand it was like an adult that was doing this, and like they knew full well the ramifications of acting this way. But usually kids are bullies because they're bullied at home. Like, having some empathy for people and trying to understand, like, maybe this kid didn't really get what they were doing. Maybe this kid, that's what they've learned from older siblings or parents or other people in their families. So they really don't know any better of how to deal with their problems and issues with other people. And kids that age are still trying to work out a lot of basic things in life. So,
And by the
the
way, the
example
stuff,
you're setting is really shitty to be like, no. Oh, you wanted to apologize? Fuck your apology. What? So, like, what do you want then? So you really don't, you want to just punish this kid. That's really what you want at this point. You want to punish another child. And you know what I mean? You can do that. You can go that way. Well, think about the example you're setting and what you're teaching this kid. You're teaching your kid there is no forgiveness for other people. When people are mean to you or like they act wrong, that's it. You're just like, that's it. There's no forgiveness. You can never forgive them. Even if they want to forgive you, their forgiveness ain't worth shit. Or like their apology doesn't mean a fucking thing. So I just think it's I mean, like, definitely an asshole because you're sending the wrong message.
right?
You can really step up here and make a huge difference, but instead of doing that, you decide the best course of action is to double down on being an asshole and doing the thing that you basically say you abhor. You know, I hate that when people go on these like, I'm so righteous thing and they do the shittiest thing to other people, but it's okay because they did something shitty first. Like, well, shouldn't you lead by example and show like what not being shitty is like? I mean, but it's tough. I get it, and I understand the definitely the impulse to go fuck that kid and fuck her mom, and she treated my kid bad, so fuck them. They don't need to come. But I think at the end of the day, you have to think about the example you want to set to your own kids, and they're looking to you. And I don't think I'd want them to look at me if I was in the situation of I'm being an asshole to a 7-year-old. I just don't think I'd really want to do it. But I don't know. I can see it from the other perspective too.
I agree with you. Let's see if they do. Not the asshole. Let's see. Your daughter has every right to feel safe at her party.
Right.
This is getting a little.
No, I mean, I get it. I like, I mean, like, obviously it's, you know, a little sensitive for my taste, but I get it. You know, you want your kid
It's
to
a
feel
little
good.
sensitive.
You want your kid to feel good at their own birthday party. It's their birthday.
This is a thing. This is a thing this girl is going to miss out on, and she's upset about it, which I guess is understandable. But here's the thing: mom didn't offer an apology before the party, didn't pull her kid in line before the party, and when it was brought up repeatedly with the school, she's only doing it now because her kid is the victim.
Now, well, look, she might not have been. We don't know how much she was aware of. Was she aware? Because this kid starts hearing about this party, and then she can't go. That's when she's gonna be in her mom's ear. Before that, some petty. Do you think that kids come back and report everything that happened at school, like every little detail? Like, you basically get the broad strokes.
It sounded like this kid was.
You basically get the broad strokes of what happened. And I'm sorry, but you're also getting this from like a 6 or 7-year-old telling you what happened. I'm not saying that means she's gonna lie. You don't know what the fuck happened.
You are teaching your daughter that putting limits on people who hurt you is okay, even if she's 7. She hasn't but she also hasn't there's no physical bullying going on. So
I'm raising because your kid deserves not to be walking on eggshells at her party, and I absolutely loathe when parents continue to put their kids in contact with bullies, abusers, children or not. Your children deserve to be safe. Okay, so what do you think should be done with people who are abusers or bullies? They should just be condemned to nothingness. Like,
I think she said the school met the kids' parents, right? Maybe.
Well, yeah, they did. They said they had a meeting with the school, but nothing was done to their satisfaction. Is basically the long and the short of that. I understand. I understand wanting to protect your kid, and you don't obviously want to tolerate bullying. Obviously, that's not any good. But you know, you're not going to solve the problem by just ignoring it or saying that person should be socially ostracized. How is that going to help this person who has a bullying problem? That's going to make them feel even more isolated. So I don't think that's why I'm saying I don't think it's a solution.
I don't like this idea of inviting everyone in the class anyway.
Yeah. And look, and I'm not saying that this girl should just be automatic. Oh, she should be.
No, I don't think she should.
Yeah. And look, I'm not saying that they don't have a right to say you can't come to the party.
But your little Peyton likes all 20 kids in her grade, except this one.
Yeah, I mean, probably doesn't really even know all the 20 kids in her grade.
Yeah, why don't you just invite just her friends? Wouldn't that be better?
That would probably be a better course of action.
Because then you wouldn't have, because you knew what you were doing. Here's the thing, though.
She knew, yeah, she knew exactly what
she was doing.
Yep,
okay.
She knew exactly what she was doing. This is her get back and fucking get revenge.
And at a certain point, you have to say to yourself, like, I am trying to hurt a 7-year-old.
I'm a 28-year-old female that's trying to go after a fucking 7-year-old child.
Yeah, because this doesn't have to.
How petty can you fucking get? So that's why she is the asshole. She's not the asshole because she didn't let her go to the party, because the way she's done and handled things. She could very easily. I mean, look, if someone said they were going to apologize and maybe they could come to resolution, I'd say, look, maybe not this year, but if we do that and we're cool the rest of the year, the next year she can come to the party.
singling out one girl because she was mean a few times. That's what I'm saying. Like, this shit sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, like, have you ever seen kids on the schoolyard? Like, if that was the case, then no one would be invited to anybody's birthday party, dude.
Yeah, she called. Peyton came home crying.
I said some
of,
horrible shit to the kids who I went to their birthday parties later. It wasn't because I hated them, because we had a disagreement in the moment. Does that mean that, oh, just exclude them? And I'm sure I got excluded from parties for that reason. And that's fine. But at the end of the fucking day, you're the adult, so act like one.
Everyone's the asshole, except for the kids. I mean, you know.
They're fucking dumb little kids. They don't know shit. I kind of agree with that. Everyone sucks here.
Where are you, mouse? Oh, this is a freak out. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're done with the Am I the Asshole segment. Now we're gonna add some little freak outs.
On my wife's flight from ATL to JFK this morning, this one's got a shit ton of upvotes from 12 hours ago.
Oh, people love when people get pissed up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no volume. Come and think, why don't you do from now on? Hit the volume thing first.
Okay. And then
before you hit play.
Gotcha.
All right, guys, tell us if you can hear this, so that we can boost it. It's a little low. So pause it.
Okay.
Pause it.
How can I boost?
All right. How can you boost?
How can you
boost? All right, go here. You need to exit full screen.
Okay.
In tech support. Tech support with Scotty. You gotta exit full screen. Okay. You need to go to volume thing right there.
This one?
I believe that's it. Yep. I hit X on that. All right. Maybe hit the puzzle piece thing. Yep, there it is. And then you can boost it.
How about that?
More than that. Yeah, usually I go like 300.
Oh shit. Okay.
Well, a lot of these videos get filmed like here. It's like, yeah, try that.
Okay, we'll do that.
That sounds pretty good. So she's getting kicked out of the flight.
You're gonna put me on another plane. Oh no. Honey, we're about to fight then.
Oh no.
Honey, we're about to fight then. Oh shit. Why are we gonna fight?
Gonna watch them.
Make love, not war, baby, right? You know, like, why you gonna fight on a plane?
Now, what did this start from?
Because my dog was on my lap. We'll have a conversation in a jet. Why?
Okay.
So there's an issue with like her dog.
Because her dog was in her lap.
Oh, and the dog's supposed to be stowed under the seat in front of her.
Correct.
Yeah, just follow the rules. It's pretty simple.
Maybe you should listen to the people that are flying you in the magic giant sky bus. Maybe listen to them. I don't know. Just a thought.
There's a sense of entitlement.
Maybe if like everyone has seen these videos, right, of people getting kicked off of airplanes, perhaps you should be the person to not get kicked off the flight, because it seems pretty fucking easy to not get kicked off the flight.
It
right?
is, but the thing is, you're not remembering though. You're not envisioning the fact that a lot of people have a sense of entitlement, and they're just not used to that, because a lot of customer service in America for most of our lives has always been this super nice fake bullshit.
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck they tell me to do.
So the thing is that the people like this very rarely encounter people that are empowered to actually just say like, no, actually, you're not going any fucking where. Your ass is staying right here on the fucking ground in Atlanta, and you're not fucking moving on. Like, you can take another flight, or you can do some other shit, but you ain't fucking going on from this one. So like, she's now realizing she can't just be like, you're gonna do what I say, and they're just like, no, actually, we're not gonna do what you say. You can get the fuck off the flight.
Which they will, yeah.
Oh yeah, they have no problem doing it. Like, they don't give a fuck. You think like, dude, and you think anyone on the plane's gonna be on your side? They all want to get home or to where they're going for their business or whatever the fuck it is. They don't give a fuck what your bullshit is.
We don't want to be on the plane anymore. Yeah. So we want to go.
I don't care about your shit, because you know what? We're in a shared space, so it's like there's certain rules of etiquette and that make a society function, which is like, you don't want to be overly encumbered by my bullshit. I don't want to be overly encumbered by your bullshit. Let's be polite. Let's all get on the fucking plane. Let's go to where we want to be. And then everyone go their separate ways, and it's all good. That's kind of the understanding you take a flight. No one wants to be there. Traveling sucks, but you deal with it.
Johnny says, it's fine. I'll just take my dog out. Not like it's possible anyone on this flight has a potentially fatal allergy or anything. That's not the reason why you can't have your dog on your lap. No one is telling you that you are not going to have some allergy that you're going to encounter on an airplane. You know, you're not, to be fair, you're not entitled to that. If you can't handle dogs on a plane, then like you're that allergic, then you really can't fly. because there's going to be people with dog hair on their clothes.
Not unless you can afford to fly in a private jet.
Yeah, so I mean, like, that's not the reason. The reason is because it's dangerous because they're about to take off.
Yeah,
you know,
there's flight safety rules, and like
there's turbulence. You know, there's all kinds of reasons,
and they're all they're federal laws. Like, if you disobey a flight attendant's order on a flight, you can be arrested and charged with a felony. It's not just like some bullshit. Like,
to be fair,
you know, like, yeah, like there's no ways around these rules. Like, if you don't follow these rules, this is going to happen to you almost 100% of the time. Now, maybe there's some fucking chill flights where no one gives a fuck, and you just happen to get by and get away with it, and that probably happens a lot of times. But guess what? If they want to use that authority and you really want to get to where you're going, you better fucking listen.
Exactly. The id dog goes flying, breaks his neck lawsuit right there.
Or injures another passenger, and then it's lawsuit on two fronts.
Because there are some dogs allowed to be out. You know,
service animals.
Service animals are allowed to be out, right? So it's not. It has nothing to do with
no
allergy.
one will question a service animal though, except an idiot though. Like an actual trained service animal, like is totally legit, and no one would question it because the dog would. I've been on flights with service animals. That's what they do. They lay down at their master's feet.
That's it. Yeah.
And that's all they do the whole flight, unless that person gets up to use the bathroom or some shit. That's all they do. They chill, and they're very well trained.
Right. Oh, she looks like.
You're kicking me off. You're gonna put me on another plane.
Oh, not another plane. Not no plane at all.
No, honey, we're about to fight then.
Okay.
Because I didn't fucking do anything to you guys.
Yeah, you just broke the rules of what they told you. They wouldn't just say. So okay, so this, if they believe her, you have to suppose this guy just went like, "Could we kicking off today?" You're off. What? Why am I off? I just feel like kicking you off. There's just no good. I have no good reason. I just want to ruin your day. Yeah, that's why they did it. They probably didn't come to you multiple times because, like, look, someone had the wherewithal to start filming this. So you've been a problem probably since you got on the fucking plane.
100%.
12 hours late for my destination.
No, they're fucking problem.
I gotta tell you just because I know this. If you're a grown ass woman and you've got a middle part and you have pigtails, you're probably gonna be a problem. I'm just saying. I'm not
to mention. We talked about like etiquette in society. Like it's not their problem if you're not there when you need to be. They didn't make you be where you're at.
Them pre-flight drinks.
Though. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
almost
it,
assuredly. Yeah. Almost assuredly. And it's like. Well, and then you have the sense of entitlement. Like you're in this big public space with a bunch of other people. They just want to get to where they want to fucking be, dude. You can't fucking act this way and act like you've just been singled out for no fucking reason. Dude, I've been on a fucking probably like 50, 60, 70. I don't know how many. I've been on a ton of flights in my life. I've never seen someone just randomly thrown off the plane for no fucking reason. This is absurd. The people I've ever seen not make a flight or get off a flight is because they're acting like fucking idiots.
The dog was sitting on my lap. I put him in the bag.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna refund your ticket. You can go on Southwest.
Oh, don't refund her ticket. You can go on Southwest.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Because you let my dog sit on my fucking lap.
Yes, because that's against the rules. Yes, it's against the fucking rules. What do you not understand? They're not allowing you to do it. You tried to do it. They told you not to fucking do it. What did you expect to happen? They're just going to go, you know what? You're fucking special. We're just going to let this slide from you. No worries. Don't worry about it. You go ahead and there's no rules on this flight. You want to get up in the middle of the fucking flight and piss all over the fucking flight deck? Just go right on ahead. You want a couple more drinks while you're at it?
Fuck you. Fuck all of you.
Yeah, bye-bye.
I am. Shut the fuck.
Hey,
Oh, shit.
Turn your fucking phone off.
No way. No way, lady.
That's going to make the video not go anywhere.
I have to sell this to Video Hog. There's absolutely no way I'm turning this phone
Viral
off.
Hog is like, cha-ching.
Viral Hog, that's right. Yeah.
Cha-ching.
Recording me.
It doesn't matter. Anybody can record anything.
Oh,
You just struck a Patsy with the bottle.
Okay, fuck you.
Okay, that's fine. You talk to APD. Wait a few minutes.
Nice.
That's fine. So yet again, she just assumes that like this is over now. Like
yeah, she's gonna get away with it. I'm just gonna go on another fight.
I'm gonna go and batter you. And I mean, look, I'm not saying the person suffered severe fucking injury from that water bottle, but you now are like basically in like felony territory.
World star.
Because you're on a plane. People have to remember this shit's like all fucking mostly like federal beefs. It ends up becoming if you do this shit on a fucking flight. Now maybe because on the ground, it's different. It might just be a local thing. You got to be very fucking careful on a plane. Like, you can get some serious fucking shit. Unless you're Mike Tyson. For some reason, Mike Tyson, he's, you know what, you're just fine. But unless you're Mike Tyson or some shit, you're actually famous. Better watch yourself on a plane.
No problem, man. Who did she just strike with the bottle?
The guy that's recording me with this fucking
Oh my God, so she admits it.
This guy, yeah. Okay, wow. Okay, so yeah, now you have video evidence of your guilt.
cell phone. That's who I threw it at.
Why do you think he's recording you? Why on earth would this person want to record you?
I told you follows trouble. If you're an adult woman and you got middle part with high pick, I mean, she's literally got the Harley Quinn shit going on, dude, and she's drunk. This is no good.
This is a bad day for her.
Yes, I'm telling you. Calm down. You guys have been nothing but fucking rude. That's fine that you guys are rude.
Wait a minute. Wait. So you're worried about people being rude, but look how you act. I always love this shit. People, you're being fucking rude. Well, how are you acting like a fucking angel? Like you know what you get in the world? You usually get what you put out. I love this shit where these. I'm a victim here. Oh, it's everyone else the rat. Oh, I just want to speak to you. You get what you fucking give, but you know what the problem is? You can't fucking take it. You expect them to take this fucking steaming pile of shit from you, and people like you. But then when you get it back, you can't handle it.
I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you.
I need to tell you something right now. You have been so fucking rude to me. Oh yeah, you're the fucking victim here. The fucking every time someone acts shitty like this, they try to turn around like they're the fucking victim. Fuck you. You're not a fucking victim.
That's why people in America need to say cunt more. Yeah.
Oh man, totally.
This sounds like that girl that you told me about. I just want to talk to you.
I didn't talk to
I just want to talk to you. And you're like, no.
No, I don't need to talk to you about nothing.
I don't need to talk to you about a thing, but I just want to talk to you.
No, we don't need to talk about anything. We're gonna talk about how we're never gonna talk again. All right, let's go forward.
To calm down. There's rules and I followed them.
No, you didn't. No, you
I
didn't.
put him in there.
And then you took him out.
She's drunk. 100%.
You followed the rules, and then you immediately didn't follow the rules. So that's what happened. Let's just try to finish this
Nobody
up.
acting this way flies on a flight with us.
Okay, fuck
Right.
you.
Okay.
Okay, fuck
Shit,
you.
bitch, get out of my way.
Well, I want to find out. Ma'am, hold on.
You
wanna
told me to
start
get off
doing
your
this?
plane, then get the fuck out of my way.
Oh, these guys know where you're going.
Guess where you're going today.
Yeah. You think this is like the end of this experience? Like the end of that would have been if you just got up and left and like, all right, fuck it.
She keeps digging her hole deeper. No, they know she's drunk, so she's. To be honest, there's probably not much gonna happen to her. So
She's gonna probably get.
I mean, she'll get
public
arrested.
intoxication, kicked off, probably banned from the airline, all that bull. She's definitely getting banned from whatever airline this is for sure.
I don't get the people that drink before a flight. Like I really don't. I don't understand.
Because
it.
vacate's beginning, baby. It's vacay. That's what it is.
Is your bag?
Was anybody hit back there with
Yes,
that
that's
bottle?
why I gotta go find out.
All right.
Why are they recording me?
That's
Because
their
you're
right.
That's
crazy.
their right. And it's my right to tell them to stop.
No, it's. I mean, you can, but
Yeah, you can.
you can tell them to stop, but they're not going to.
Why would they? You know how you don't get. Hey, look, time out. You pause it.
She hit someone again.
You know how you don't. Yeah, we'll go back and look at that. You know how you don't get people to record you? Because like I should go out in public and no one records me. You want to know why? Because I don't act like a fucking idiot. That's why. I just go out and I just do what I need to do. Like, let's say I want to go like get some tacos. I go to Taco Bell. I either go through the drive-thru, I go in and I'm like, I like some tacos. And they go, okay, pay me some money. And I give them some money and I wait patiently. They give me the tacos, I eat them, and I go home. You know how you're recorded? Is if I go, give me some motherfucking tacos, bitch! And I throw myself on the ground, throw a massive fit. That's how I end up on fucking Reddit and YouTube and all those other places. When you act fucking stupid. So you don't want to get fucking filmed by people in public? Don't act fucking dumb, bro. That's how you do it. Problem solved. He said she hit someone with a bag as she left.
Let's see. Oh.
Yep, she did.
Oh my god.
She triple downed on her shit.
Okay.
Brilliant. Oh, I got some my Tinder hot XYZ
It's
friend.
happened like 10 times. I've never seen a bot be this insistent.
This bot really is just trying to hook us up, man.
Okay,
well, bot, we appreciate you. Thanks so much.
It shows like a man and a woman kissing with some, or maybe it's two women. It's got female signs.
I don't know. It's garbage. Let's move on.
Okay.
Oh, dude, this
Protesting-
is super short. This is like, dude, just we'll watch the whole thing, then we'll talk about it. So look, obviously protesting, climate change, environmental stuff. I mean, I get that. I get that. But look at this. So this person's going to glue their hand to the road. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. Yeah, I'm going to super glue my hand to the road, and you literally throw it. You throw some plastic and glue into the sewer system, polluting the waterways. So you're concerned for the planet.
It's like, fuck
and
it,
then
right
you're
there.
like,
That's my trash can.
This is how you know this is like performance art for a lot of these people. I mean, this person, like, yeah, they're willing to go block traffic, and I get why they're doing it, but you literally just threw plastic into the waterways that you supposedly give a fuck about. You're so concerned with climate change, like, we need to stop CO2 emissions now. We need to stop all of these emissions now. We need to completely radically change to save the planet.
Professional protesters, dude.
Like, I completely get that. But why the fuck would you throw something in? I mean, like, I really hope this is a fucking plant, dude. Because if this is seriously indicative of someone going to this protest and doing this shit, I hate to be an armchair fucking like warrior here, sitting back on my ass doing nothing. But I know you don't throw that away. You don't throw that into the fucking sewer. You don't throw that in and pollute something, right? That's pretty basic, like, hey, it's like, when I was a kid, it was like you buy the 6-pack of beer or Coke or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have that plastic shit that keeps it all together. I don't know what it's called. You know what I'm talking about?
The plastic rings.
The plastic rings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I was a kid, it was like, you don't want sea turtles to get, hurt by this or other marine life.
Cut it up.
So you cut it up. And the Ninja Turtles then proceeded to cut the shit up. And you're like, and I was like 5, I actually wanted to go do that.
We do it every time.
Oh yeah. And I do it to this day. Like, I mean, 30 years later, I'm still like, I'll rip it apart. I'll do something. I'm like, you just can't go and fuck with those sea turtles. Now imagine a little sea turtle getting caught or getting in its throat or something. So I want to prevent that from happening. And you literally are doing that. You're protesting against basically like this, like, horrible ecological collapse the planet's facing, all these species dying off, the planet heating up, like a very noble cause. And to go do this just makes it look horrible. It makes it look like just like a bunch of bullshit. Like, you're not really sincere. That's horrible to do that to something like that.
Hot dog goes flying in Costco parking
No,
lot.
this is a tragedy, dude. Like, why would you throw a hot dog? We'll just watch it. This pisses me off. You don't throw a Costco hot dog. That's wrong. That's a delicious hot dog, and it's a good price. You eat that hot dog. No. I'd have caught that thing and eaten it, man. I don't give a fuck where she been.
Dude, her fucking throw was nice, though. I like that throw. She said, shut the fuck up, and then she launches it. Look at that.
Well, you don't throw a hot dog, though, man.
Look at this launch. Nice.
See,
nice.
That's so short-sighted, though. Throw something else, man. You don't throw your delicious fucking hot dog you just bought.
Pick up the fucking carts over here first before you throw the hot dog. Eat the hot dog. Throw the carts.
Dude, I don't care what this be. I'm not throwing my fucking hot dog at somebody. I'm going to finish the hot dog and throw something else at them. I'm not throwing a goddamn hot dog. Is this woman out of her fucking mind?
Daniel Elliott is saying something interesting in here, saying, didn't you throw a pizza away, Scotty?
That's different, dude.
What is he talking about?
That is totally fucking different. Look, that was after our first Drunken Peasants LA meetup.
Okay.
I do not know. I can't even tell you how many drinks I had, how much weed I smoked, what else happened.
Daniel, did you watch him throw a pizza away?
No, he wasn't there. The pizza thing happened at our Airbnb.
Okay.
There's only a handful of people there. Daniel, if you were there, you're a ninja. They asked me if I wanted pizza. That's how this story goes. So like we done the meetup, we've been partying.
You broke Pimp Monk's heart with that.
I did. I really truly did. And like they kept trying to ask me, like I remember they came to me a couple of times and they're like, Scotty, we're ordering pizza. What kind of pizza do you want? And I'm like, don't give me any fucking pizza. And they come back like maybe 20 minutes later, Scotty, seriously, we're ordering pizza. Like, what kind of pizza do you want? I'm like, don't give me a fucking pizza. Then finally they're just like, fuck it. Scotty's gonna be hungry. Order Scotty a pizza. Maybe it's an hour or however long. I mean, I'm drunk.
Individual pizza?
Yeah, they got me a large pizza.
For yourself?
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
Damn, Taylor.
Sorry, I was Just want to know
Damn.
the size.
So the pizza gets there. I don't know how long. I mean, like I said, I'm drunk. I can't. The time fucking shit going on. That I have no idea on times. But I'm assuming it was probably at least an hour. The pizza shows up, and they come up to me. It's like TJ, and I'm trying to think. I think it was like TJ and Paul or whatever came up to me like, dude, there's a pizza here, man. You want some pizza? And I'm like, why'd you give me a pizza? And they're like, forget you be hungry. And I'm like, you want to take your fucking pizza? So I grab the pizza off the counter. I knock the other pizzas aside, take the pizza, I fold it in half. I walk the trash can. I go, fuck your pizza, bitch. And I shove the fucking pizza directly into the trash can.
Nice.
And fat ass Pitmonk's right there is like, oh shit, boy, just, if I put a pizza, he just put a whole pizza in the fucking trash can. And he couldn't believe it, dude, because Pitmonk's a fat man. He's like, dude,
I like
Pitmonk
that.
would never in a million fucking years throw a pizza away, dude. Like, that ain't happening.
I believe that. And to be fair,
No, he was like, no, everyone told me
wouldn't
like
throw the
he
pizza
was
away,
he was
to be
dejected.
fair.
Like Pitmonk was like beside himself. Like
oh no.
he saw the amount of calories that was thrown away that could have been in his fat fucking gut, and he's like, this is a tragedy.
It is wasteful.
I mean, yeah, it was wasteful, but it's also drunk Scotty.
But
which, you know,
what I like is that you stuck to your convictions, dude. You were like, you know what? I told you I didn't want a pizza. You went ahead and got one anyway and wasted this pizza as it is because I don't want the pizza.
well,
So this is
let me tell the end of the story.
Did you want
About
the
30
pizza?
minutes to an hour later, I really wanted the pizza.
oh,
And then I stole some of their pizza.
Oh, Scotty.
And they're like, motherfucker, why are you taking my pizza? And I'm like, yeah, I want pizza now.
Right.
I don't know what it was because like I actually was hungry and shit. But you know, part of me being drunk, and Taylor can attest this, I'm usually not someone that wants to eat a bunch. Like I don't really eat if I get super wasted. Like I might, but it's pretty rare. I usually just want to be drunk and just yell at people.
It's been a long time since I've let you drink.
Oh, let me drink. Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, well, the last time
What?
was really bad.
It wasn't that bad.
So I'm like, you have a 2-drink limit.
That wasn't the last time I was drunk, though. That was the last time I was really drunk.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh God, yeah.
That was bad.
Oh my God, that's a tale for another
Yeah.
day. Let's move on.
What the fuck is this?
It's Tanner from high school. Remember me? Me and the guys used to give you a hard time in school. Sorry, you were just an easy target. I not see as much as whatever, dude. Yeah, bro. I don't know any Tanner from school, and you can't even tell me what high school I went to and what year. I mean, you're fine. You know, whatever, man.
An inventive but unconvincing troll.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's me, Tanner.
Tanner.
All right, Tanner. You tell you what, you can make amends, dude. Just drive up to where I live and let me kick you in the balls repeatedly.
Okay, nice. Scotty, can I come over and play Nintendo? That's Kit Kats.
No, can't play my Nintendo.
No,
I don't share.
It's a
Hey.
copy pasta. Okay, well,
Hey,
fair enough.
I was joking, anyways. But hey, Tanner, I want to come find you. I want to find you. I have a certain set of skills. Those skills can do things to you. You might wonder what those skills are, and I'll say some very mean things to you, and you'll cry. The end.
Reconciliation this episode. I thought this was Pessimist Productions. You're right. You're right. So she has launched this.
This is the hardcore cart narc.
Oh God. He didn't just throw it though.
He chucked the hot dog right at her head.
He spiked it. He spiked the hot dog.
It doesn't matter. If it's your cart, it does matter.
Scotty, it's me. The children miss you, Scotty. Come home.
I'm sorry.
Scotty.
I'm sorry, Mendacious C. It was too difficult. The children, I don't feel like they're mine. It never worked. I love you, but I can't be there. I can't be with you. You always have my love, but you'll never have my heart or me. Goodbye. Goodbye. does matter. If it's your cart, then why are you mad at somebody else for like putting it behind your car?
Yeah, you should have put it up like a big girl.
Oh shit!
Whoop, whoop.
Is it the police or is it Costco security? I guess we'll never know.
Man.
And we'll never know.
No one wants to film once the cops get there. It's not fair.
The First Amendment auditors do.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Altercation at
Am I being
Enterprise Car
detained?
Rental.
Am I being detained?
Am I being detained?
I feel like
Am I free to go?
I feel like everyone should just say that to cops continuously. Am I being detained? I'm just here to eat a burrito, sir. Am I being detained?
Am I free to go?
Yes. Am I free to go?
Am I being arrested? Am I being detained? Am I free to go?
What do you suspect me? What crime do you suspect me of committing? I'm eating a burrito, sir.
I'm still eating.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Okay, so altercation at an Enterprise Car Rental. The employee refuses them a car, claiming that the customer stated they'd beat his ass if he was her boyfriend. The customer then claim he is racist against whites.
Yep, he hates white people. That's why he doesn't want to rent you the car. Maybe so. Maybe he'll admit it. Maybe he'll say, like, you know what? I just can't stand these white people. I just can't rent you the car purely for that reason. Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't encounter a bunch of white people every day at his job where he rents them the car just fine.
Nikki says, Scotty, it's me, your prison mate. I finally found the treasure map you hid from me. I'm coming for my share, bitch.
Oh, right. You think there's a share left? I mean,
Yeah,
good luck.
gone.
I mean, you don't think I already spent that? I mean, I guess you can come after me. That's fine. But I'm telling you right now, the treasure is mine. I mean, and look, it's in a safe place. You think I just left it in the same spot? Come on.
Hey, Scotty, I've never met you. Most likely never will. Just thought you should know.
Thank you, God's butt monkey. That's probably true, but you never know. Maybe we'll both happen to be in the same enterprise at the same time trying to rent a car.
3D Cal's trying to talk to someone named Tyler. I don't know who that is.
That's me, Moose, from your old lumberjack job. Sorry, me and the boys made fun of you, but buy you a beer next time you come back to Canada.
All right, we'll relay this message to Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler, we're gonna let you know.
We're gonna let you know about this.
We're gonna see what Karen's gonna do.
All right, so Ms. Smith, I do want to inform you, unfortunately, you cannot pick up from this location, just based off of how our interactions earlier. I did call my manager, and it is my discretion whether if I want to put you in a vehicle or not, and I'm choosing not to.
Uh-oh. Maybe you should have acted a little bit better. Yet again, super entitled person. Just thinks the world revolves around them. And then just like, you know what? My manager says I don't have to rent you a car. So yeah, I'm not going to. Good luck with that.
I love his face too.
Yeah, very calm. He's very businesslike. He's just like, yeah, I have discretion whether or not I'm going to do this transaction at our locations, and I don't have to. So bye-bye.
I'm one of those people that when I get really upset, I start crying. So I could never do this.
Well, the thing is too, is like, even if you're gonna be an asshole,
not crying sad, crying mad. You've seen it.
You should be smart about it, and like, you should get your rental car and then be an asshole. Like, we have a contract now. Yeah, okay, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, at least be smart about your fucking assholery. You don't do it beforehand. That's not gonna work out for you. I don't know why I'm giving dumb Karen's advice. The sound of silence.
Yes, ma'am. You can go to a different location if you like. I know there's one in Rockingham. Southern Pines has one as well.
So she's just staring at him.
So you're not just an asshole, you're a dick too.
Wow.
Oh, she sounds cold.
Oh, wow. So, I mean, that's telling everything. That's why I just smile. It's like, okay, yeah. So this guy's had to put up with this the entire time. You're not just an asshole, you're a dick too. I mean, what does he care at this point? Like, you're no longer a customer, so shouldn't you just leave? He's just told you he's not going to rent you a car. Like, so I don't get about people like this. It's like, what point do you think you're just going to berate this guy and he's already told you you're not getting what you want. So you know what the most rational and logical thing to do is? Oh, you're not going to rent me a car? You know, that if the guy told me like, I have discretion, you've been a dick to me, I will not be renting you a car. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to walk the fuck out and go somewhere else that will. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to sit around arguing with this person. Like, this dude doesn't want to rent you the car. He says his boss already said he doesn't have to. You're wasting every second you spend here is wasting your time.
And your time is precious, as we all know.
I mean, it must
Karen's
be.
love to talk about that.
You're wasting my time. Well, you know what's a bigger waste of his time is trying to talk to a person that's being rude, and you're not going to get the car. So your best bet is to go on down the road and find a place that will put up with your bullshit. You know what sucks too? The next person they're gonna have to talk to is gonna have to hear endlessly about how this person was so rude to them, and probably this guy's gonna probably be made into a caricature of like, oh, he just hated me because I was white. I don't know what. Isn't that crazy? She's gonna make up some cockamamie story about this guy hated her and he was racist and all this other bullshit. What's going on?
Sorry, just some trolls from another show.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
What they have to say?
Just some stuff, I guess.
Ma'am, I gave you a ride to the bank.
Oh
got
wait.
you back to the
From what show?
You already know what show.
What they say?
Just trying to talk about me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess you don't want to talk about it here, so we'll just move on.
bank. I mean, got you back here. You didn't say.
But I will just pause that. Anyone trying to bring up any shit about Taylor like that is just going to be banned. And you guys are fucking pathetic. And I don't know why you kept bringing up shit that about a really horrible event. And you just shouldn't fucking do it. And that's just instant banned on this channel. Like, I'm not here to discuss that kind of stuff. But anyone that's going to do that, especially washed up, balding idiots that really couldn't get a fucking audience if they paid for one, should just be very careful about the things they do and the way they act. And that's all I have to say. And if there's any, and you know, let's just move on from that. I don't want to talk about it further, but anyone that says that kind of shit on this channel is going to be banned immediately. We're not here for that kind of stuff. We're here to fucking do this kind of shit. It's a distraction. So let's not even fucking, if you want to come here and do this, you're just going to be banned immediately. We're not going to entertain your bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you. I don't want you here. Fuck off. And if you're still watching, fuck you personally.
And if I was your boyfriend, you would beat my ass. So I'm not putting you in the car. Not here. Like I said, you can go to a different location. Completely fine. But if you want to pick up from Laurinburg, no, ma'am. Not today.
You are real genuine.
All right. So what did he
Like
say?
I said, you can't go to different. You would beat my ass. So
here, let's go
got you
back.
Too.
Ma'am, I gave you a ride to the bank. Got you back to the bank. I mean, got you back here. You then said I had a smart ass mouth, and if I was your boyfriend, you would beat my ass. So
Oh my God.
I'm not putting you in the car. Not here. Like I said, you can go to a different location. Completely fine. But if you want to pick up from Laurinburg, no, ma'am. Not today.
You are a real genuine piece of pure joy.
Okay.
Yeah. Really helpful.
Of course. No problem.
Yeah. Really
You're very
good.
welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're a prick.
I know what it is. I feel offended.
Why?
I know why you're doing this.
Why?
Because I'm white.
Yeah, that's the reason. It wasn't the reason he just gave you, where it's like you treated me disrespectful and said you're gonna beat my ass. it's because I'm white. Wouldn't he have said that's his reason then? And like you actually would have a case if it was based on your race, but I highly doubt that's the reason. Like I said, you don't think this guy runs into plenty of white people he just rents cars to? You think it's just like white people come in and he's like, oh, I won't rent a car to you because you're white.
Daniel said I lost the plot. What's happening in this video? Yeah, I kind of lost too. So, but it's so.
Basically the plot. Here's the plot. She fucking came in to rent a car. Enterprise's motto is it's Enterprise. We'll pick you up. He took her around, I guess, before the rental was complete. Because they'll do that, like, oh, I need to go to the bank or this place. And the guy's like, okay, they're like, okay, no problem. Because obviously we want your business, so we'll do that. And during that interaction, before they actually completed the rental, she was being verbally abusive to this guy.
I like his hoodie too.
So now he's saying, look, I talked to my manager, and it's at his discretion, and it's at my discretion rather, to rent you the car, because the way you acted in the past, you're not allowed to rent a car here, and you need to go somewhere else.
I literally just put a white lady in the vehicle.
I know. And then
So what's the problem?
Because I'm white and
Wait.
You offended me.
You offended me? No, you offended him. He doesn't care if you're offended. Like, you're asking him for the thing. You're asking his business for the thing. That makes no sense. Who cares if you're offended? If you're offended, then don't go there. Go somewhere else.
What?
I feel offended.
How? Why?
Because I feel like you're discriminating against me. Because
Ma'am, you
you're
literally
controlling
said,
and I
if
want
you were my boyfriend, I would beat
It's
your
okay.
ass.
I'll see who I can contact.
Yeah, call anybody.
Anybody?
Call anybody. Call Ghostbusters. Call somebody.
You,
You know what you really need to call? Call someone who gives a fuck, dude. Like, yet again, it's the level of entitlement. If this person is not going to rent you a vehicle and you've obviously had a horrible interaction with them, walk the fuck out and find somewhere else to be. Get another rental car. It's not the end of the world. There's plenty of places to rent cars. The guy listed several locations of just that chain, just of enterprise you could go to. Yeah, it might not be convenient, but if you're not going to get what you want, what's the point of being there? Right? Oh, Taylor, if you go somewhere, right? Let's say you want a hamburger, right? And you go to McDonald's and like, Taylor, we're just not going to sell you one. Are you gonna sit there and keep talking to them? Like maybe you'll ask, like, well, why not?
I'd be really confused, but sure, I'm gonna leave. Yeah.
The reason why, Taylor, is you came here last week and you shit all over the walls. You just you just sprayed shit directly from your asshole all over everything.
Well,
so we won't serve you a hamburger.
I'd be surprised.
It's because I'm white, isn't it?
Right.
It's because I'm white.
I think it has to do with the shit on the walls.
No, it has to do with she shit. Let's move on.
Go on TV. Go
Oh.
on TV.
We can move on from this. I don't think this isn't super exciting. I think it's just the guy's reaction. That's Price is like, what?
Man arrested because he laughed at a cop.
Yeah, see, this is a serious crime, guys. Look, you might think it's nothing to laugh at a cop, but it is. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's there's several laws in the books. Like, look, laughing at a police officer, laughing at their uniform, saying they look ridiculous.
Gavin
Not allowed.
says, my favorite response to Karen customers when I worked at Little Caesars was telling them I could give you the corporate phone number, and they never wanted it. That was always my favorite too. When I worked at Michael's.
I'm gonna call corporate.
You can call 1-800-Michaels. Okay.
You can call 100. Suck my fat wang. Michael's corporate. Oh yeah, dude. Did you imagine the people that work at these corporations that have to field these fucking ridiculous calls? Like, look, I'm not saying no one's ever called corporate for a good reason, but it shows you what a drone Americans are. I'm gonna call corporate on you. Okay, so literally what you're saying is that no one else in the store will agree with you. So you're hoping you're going to go to a higher power, and that some corporate drone is going to be like, "We are sorry, madam. Your experience was suboptimal. We want you to have optimal experience at our business." Like, dude, you have a fucking sad life. It's like example, your Little Caesars. Like, it's some fucking pizza. Why is there any controversy about this shit? They got your order wrong. Hey guys, you got my order wrong. 99% of the time, no one's gonna give a flying fuck. Like, okay, let's just fix it. Like, I guess if someone was really rude to you, but if they're really rude to you, it's like, then don't go there anymore and just say it sucks and the people there suck. When I've been to businesses and they've sucked, I just don't go back. I don't give them any more money, and I just don't waste my fucking time with it. Like, it's so difficult for people to just get that. I don't know what, there's like a disconnect in these Karens' brains where it's like, no, I must be piece of shit, Everyone must hear about my problem. I will call corporate on you. I will call corporate. Do you know what I'll do? I will call corporate. And you expect this employee to go, no, please, anything but that. Please, Karen, please say you won't call corporate. Like, what do you expect? No one here gives a fuck. They don't give a fuck if you call corporate or not. You think they're paid to give a shit? They're not. They don't give a fuck.
She's going to eviscerate them on Yelp.
Oh, yeah. You can't believe the review I'm going to leave you. You wish you'd never been born.
Yeah, don't elbow me.
Don't elbow me.
Don't elbow me.
Don't elbow me. Don't elbow me.
Well, that's kind of nice.
Pretty stupid, wasn't it? That's flashing your lights at everybody to let them know that law enforcement was sitting there running radar.
Actually, he did a good deed.
That was a really nice thing that you did.
I wish you just had ways though, so you could just tell everyone that way too.
Crime? Yeah. It is? I didn't know that. You got your license registration?
I didn't know that was a crime.
Why would you do that?
It's a crime. Wait. So this cop is saying it's a crime to flash your lights to make people aware that this cop is running a speed trap purely to get more revenue for the local government or the county or wherever the fuck he's from. Like, why would that be illegal?
Flashing your high
You're in
beams at people to
you're in public. So this guy wants to flash his high beams at people and let them know that, yeah, there are in fact cops sitting there. Why should that be illegal? If you're allowed to sit there and bust people, why is it not legal to say, hey, there's a cop there trying to bust people? Are you passing out, Taylor?
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, you just look tired.
I didn't know that was your crime.
I'm sitting
It
up.
is legal to have flashing lights on your vehicle, not being an emergency.
Do you know why I'm sitting up?
Why?
Because this chair is very uncomfortable.
I told you. I told you it's like the chair from Disco Elysium.
I ain't tired at all. I got so much sleep last night.
You're at a what's it, Everart's? You're at Everart's chair. His union busting chair.
Huh?
I said awesome.
Okay.
Well, not
And I
union
could
bus. He's
take you
part
to
of the
jail
union.
today for your unsigned registration card, but I just wrote you.
Oh yeah, that's
actually up to 6 months. In
that's
jail.
not being a petty
You think
asshole.
it's funny, sir?
I'll take the ticket, sir.
Pause
I
it.
know, but
Wait a minute. What does it being funny or not to the guy have to do with enforcing the law? If he thinks it's funny, like you're being charged with murder, it ain't funny. If it's funny to him, what it's funny is subjective. The guy's laughing because he knows you're on a power trip. That's why he's laughing at you. And I could take you to jail for not having an unsigned registration card. Yeah, why are you saying that, Officer Friendly?
Yeah,
I think we know why you're saying it. You're saying it because you're mad.
and you want to pick anything.
Yeah, that this guy laughed at you. Well, get over it. Just get over it. It's not a big deal. You
Well,
got.
he knows it's not illegal to flash his lights, so he's gonna pick something else, anything.
Yeah, I could take you to jail for not signing. Like, so you're telling me in whatever state this guy's in, it is a crime, an arrestable offense to not sign your registration card? That sounds completely absurd. I'm not saying the cops lying. I have no idea, but that to me on its face just sounds absolutely asinine.
do you think this is funny?
I'm allowed to laugh. I could laugh all I want.
Actually, you're not. It's illegal to laugh at a police officer.
You're illegal to show joy of any kind. You must solemnly bow your head in the presence of your betters. Oh yes, officer. I am so sorry for the grave offense I have committed. Me, your wretched servant.
It's disorderly conduct. Yeah.
Yes, oh yes, I have been so disorderly. So wrong.
Step back. Sir, I'm asking you to step out.
Am I being detained?
You want me to step out right next to a busy interstate? No,
Yes.
sir. I'll go to the other side.
need to
I'm
step
not
out.
stepping out here.
You need to step out because you laughed at me and I feel insecure. Step out, sir.
Yes, sir, you are. Step out of the vehicle.
Oh,
Are you serious?
Place your hands behind your back for
Are
me.
you serious?
Yes, sir. Place your hands behind your back for me.
Oh man, you're serious, brother.
I'm not your brother.
I'm not your brother.
does he have a Bible quote on his shirt?
I think he does.
Believe me or
Wow.
not.
Yeah, I'll never be your brother. I'll never be your brother.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dude.
He's just trying to be nice, you know? Like he's trying to relate to you as a human being. That's the whole brother thing.
I'll never be your brother.
I'll never be your brother.
Yeah, I'm glad that people like this
I'll
enforcing
never be your
laws.
brother.
Exactly. You'll never be my baby. Just be careful.
I don't want to be your brother.
No, just be careful.
Don't jerk away from me.
Oh my goodness.
It looked like you really jerked away from you. It looked like you're just on a power trip. And
No,
I can see
no
why.
arm day for this guy.
And I can see why. Yeah, this is
He's old noodle arms.
Yeah, this is insecure. Yeah, this is like. Why are you laughing at me?
Because you have noodle arms.
Why do you laugh at Noodle Man? No need to laugh at me as I wave my arms about. I might be a little insecure about the size of my arms and the shape of my head and the fact that I'm trying to abuse my power, but don't laugh at Noodle Man. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Don't jerk away from me, sir.
Just be careful.
Don't.
If you jerk too hard, his noodle arms will fall off.
You jerk too hard. I've lost my noodle appendage. No, please. Help me. I've lost my arm.
Jerk away from me.
My wallet is in the car.
Okay, I don't want you to jerk away from me
I was
right
going
there.
away from the
But you are a
traffic.
jerk
No, I
off,
was
so
putting
yeah.
you in front of my car,
Okay.
which is away from traffic.
You're arresting me for laughing.
No,
I didn't do anything.
I'm arresting you for unsigned registration.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, so stand right there.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I'm sure the DA is like, when he's talking to these cops,
You
like,
have
really,
weapons in the vehicle.
guys, look, you guys do an amazing job. What I really want you to look out for in the case we're really looking to prosecute unsigned registrations. That is what we're really looking for. When you guys are hitting the beat, just check those registrations and make sure you check them close. Because if they're not signed, that is the priority of this district attorney office. And it's like, oh, and the cops are, oh yeah, of course, yeah, we're gonna get right on that.
Me either. I keep.
Why do you laugh at Noodle Man's arms? Stop it! I am a law enforcement official. Do not laugh at me. Do not laugh at Noodle Arms.
I'm sorry, I'm trying.
Please don't laugh at me. I'm tough. I'm an officer of the law. You shall obey me. Go, Noodle appendage. Okay. I have detained the suspect for laughing. Why are you laughing even still? Don't laugh at Noodle Man.
Because I want to put sauce on your arms and eat them.
No, please. Are you some kind of sick pervert? Don't laugh at Noodle Man's arms.
I'm trying, sir. I'm trying so hard. Oh, this noodly arms, man.
Hang tight right here in front of my
Don't
vehicle
resist. If you resist, my noodly arms can't.
Resistance is futile.
I guess I'll see you in court.
I really can't arrest you for this bullshit. I just wanted to throw my weight around.
Stand still while my noodly arms show you your ticket.
He looks like a little kid trying to pretend to be a cop.
He does.
I'm an officer of the law.
His arms are as skinny as mine.
I feel bad for this cop in the sense that
Noodly Man.
that Officer Noodle Man, dude, he's clearly a cop because he's got small dude syndrome.
You've tickled me, Scotty.
He's not even it's not even because he's short. He doesn't have short, but he's really skinny. He's just he's a floppy wet noodle come to life, dude, that thinks he's a cop. Ted, I hate to break this to you, but you're not a police officer, just a police officer.
Say this.
Have you met my father, Rigatoni Man? And my beautiful child, Angel Hair.
What's the Farafella? He looks like the Turtles costume in Master of Disguise.
He does, dude. The shirt looks like it's 3 sizes too large. He's drowning in it.
I keep thinking about the spaghetti noodle monster wearing a cop uniform with that.
I am an officer of the law. Look at me. I'm not a flying spaghetti monster, but an officer of the law. Here to make sure you've signed your registration. Oh shit, the cops are here. Got your registration signed? Oh shit, I didn't sign mine. Yes, you shall be in hard labor in prison. You shall be in prison for years now.
He does have noodle arms. So
do not laugh at Noodle Arm. That is a grave crime. Do not laugh at Noodle Man.
I'm trying hard not to, sir. Go with your little noodles with your.
I am not your brother.
Oh. It does seem like a Rick and Morty character, the noodle arm cop. Oh, Scotty, you tickled me so hard with that.
These ramen noodles, though, that might be a bad day for him if some fucking fat neckbeard shows up.
If he stays wet too long, he disintegrates.
Oh, no. Let's move on from
my arms
from Noodle Arm Cop.
Are 100% al dente and ready for action. Hey, baby legs, I'm regular legs. This dude is the noodliest.
That is because I am not human. I am a living noodle come to life to enforce the laws of this land.
Okay, I'll listen.
You shall obey me.
I will.
Or I shall wrap you in my noodly appendage from which you will never escape.
Stop. I can't handle it. I'm going to piss myself. Oh, no.
Go, Noodle Arms. I have caught the criminal. Okay. Have you signed your registration? Jail for you.
Oh my God, no, fuck me. Lasagna.
All right, let's move on.
Al dente?
Oh, I get it.
Oh my God. I know that's why this is killing me. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing noodle man. Officer wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Okay, I'm good now. I'm fine.
I like what the thing I love most about this video is like just how the truth it reveals, because it really is like a lot of times these are clickbait, but that's 100% why this dude was arrested.
Because of his noodle arms.
Oh yeah, well, one, his noodle arms, and two, because like he just like
Take him to the strainer, boys.
Is that happens when this corrupt cop gets busted? No, not the strainer, no, please. You're just a noodle, sir. No, I'm a man. I just burning me alive. Why? I didn't get all the people that didn't sign their registrations. All right, I'm done with this. I'm done. Move on. Or was that the last one?
No more chat. I can't handle it anymore.
Help! I think I'm in love with my brother's boring.
I doubt that she's my soulmate, but I feel like she is.
I don't think she's like my soulmate. I feel like she is. So that's saying like.
Wait, there's one more. Would you like to borrow my penny to sign your registration?
Would you like to borrow my penny to sign your registration? Ah, yes. See.
I can't. No more.
Like, yeah, we're moving on from Noodle Man. Dear Prudence, you know how some people are fine, absolutely unobjectionable, but you just don't click with them?
Yes.
I had to redraw my camera. Sorry
about that.
Can you scroll up a little bit so I don't have to do that?
Yeah, sure can.
Yeah, you better just read this.
Okay.
Because half my view is blocked.
Oh, fuck me, mendacious. No kid off chat. Okay. Oh, okay. You know how some people are fine? Absolutely unobjectionable.
I'm just going to do it.
I got this. It's fine.
No, you can't.
You don't dislike them. You
can't do it, Taylor. You can't even do it.
I can. Stop. But you don't much like them either. You just don't think about them much at all.
Taylor, you can't do it.
I've always felt about my sister-in-law, Janice.
You can't do it. All right.
I can't.
She was kind of dull and a bit smug, but my brother loved her. I passed her the turkey. Or the turkey. I'm sorry. I'm thinking my mind's in the gutter. I passed her the gravy. Oh, the gravy.
Noodles.
I passed her the gravy at Thanksgiving and was glad I didn't have to spend the rest of the year with her. I guess that's not true, though.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm in love with her. And while it's not directly connected, her marriage to my brother's in trouble. For the record, I doubt that Janice is my soulmate. We're badly suited, whereas she and my brother are usually a power team up. It's just a whole bunch of stuff at once. Then the pandemic that heightened everything. But I feel like she's my soulmate. Oh, God.
That's what I was thinking, DJ Blue.
This guy is lonely as fuck, is basically what this is. This sounds like someone who's super lonely.
And this is the only woman around him.
Yeah, and he's not getting any attention. So it's like he's put all this stuff onto it where it's like, oh, like, because he even admits it, like, yeah, we probably wouldn't even work out, but like, I love her. It's like, yeah, it's just like this is your masturbatory fantasy coming to life. I had a really bad car accident a few years ago. Yeah, here we go. Lost my job. There you go. Got dumped. And developed a drinking problem. Oh, shit. Okay.
You sound like a winner, Janice.
Yeah.
Run.
So you're basically at rock bottom in your life. It even says it there. When I hit rock bottom, my family was there for me, but it was Janice who stepped up the most, who let me cry on her shoulder, who drove me to my physio appointments. So now, lonely, desperate for affection, still all banged up, I am in love. Oh, no, dude. Oh no. So you're mistaking kindness and compassion for there's something more there. Or maybe you're not, but
poor James.
The best case scenario is you just never tell her
This
these
is your
things.
dick talking. Okay.
Yeah,
Because you
like
got dumped and now there's Janice and you're like, I could fuck Janice, I guess.
yeah, like you said, he hit fucking rock bottom, and it's like someone being there for him. It's like, yeah, of course. It's like, oh well, her and my brother aren't good together. Maybe we'd be good together. Maybe I should have sex with her. But dude, let's be honest. Like, you've already spent enough time around Janice to know if that's gonna happen. And if she's had the opportunity to be alone with you and you have these feelings for her, I mean, maybe she doesn't know it at all. But usually when stuff like this goes down, my man, the shit already would have went down. So I had to break it to you, but it probably ain't ever gonna fucking happen. Ever, ever, ever. And not to mention taking that out of it, that's your brother's wife. So that's pretty fucked up. You know, like there's a lot of things where it's like, it's understandable. Like maybe if it was like a long time had passed and it was like, it was, just mutually like, oh, I don't care. But that's kind of a thing. Like you shouldn't just go like have an affair and fuck your brother over and fuck his wife. That's pretty fucked up. And it looks like my brother and Janice are going through something. I mean, so you're basically going in when it's like the most vulnerable time. There's a terrible part of me, maybe 5%, that wants to take advantage of it. And that's like 95%. Let's just be honest with you, bro. But the rest of me wants to be a good friend, a good in-law, and a good brother. I'm not sure how to navigate this without making things weird, damaging my family relationships, or possibly taking advantage of the situation to get what I want. Should I tell Janice how I feel and then distance myself? No. Distance myself and just look like I'm ungrateful for our help. Pretend to be disinterested and just play the role of a good brother-in-law. Is there any more? Okay, no, we don't care about their answer.
Why did it change to like this is my answer?
Look,
anyway.
No. My advice is this. I wouldn't just suddenly weirdly be like, oh, I don't ever want to see you again or talk to you. You should just be like, you should just thank Janice. And what you should do is make sure you're never alone with Janice, period. Because obviously you have a temptation and you're at the point where it's like, maybe I should just like, yeah, I should do something about this. Like I should like go after her. Like, like maybe I could even turn this to my advantage. You could, but you basically wreck your relationship with your family members. And that's really not worth it unless you just don't care about that relationship with them at all. And I mean, what for Janice? So you even admit, dude, here's what it is. Janice was aloof to you. Janice was unobtainium. So you're like, oh my God, I want Janice because Janice has never wanted me. But guess what, my friend? It's not going to work out. It has bad idea written all over it. There's good ideas and bad ideas in life. And this is a fucking whopper of a bad idea. You should not go near Janice with or try to touch Janice with a 10-foot fucking pole. Because if you stick your pee-pee in Janice, the number of problems you had are going to fucking multiply. They're going to multiply several fold. Don't fucking do it. Find another woman and move on with your life. Find someone who's not associated with someone in your family. Like, move outside of that circle. Like, you don't need to find someone there. That's a bad place to try to find someone to hook up with. Unless it's someone who's single. Like, hey, your mom set you up on a blind date kind of thing. Like, I guess that could be okay. But fucking your brother's wife is always a bad idea. Don't do it.
Yeah, cover your mouth. Cover your mouth.
You almost a coughing motherfucker.
Disgust me. Help. I'm more attractive than my girlfriend. It's making things awkward in public.
It's so awkward because I'm so beautiful and she's
I'm
so
like
not.
I've been dating Hannah for almost a year. I love her and I'm very deeply sexually and romantically attracted to her. I personally feel like we're a good match looks wise, but the issue is I'm considered to be classically handsome, whereas Hannah is more uniquely and quirkily attractive, which suits my taste, but not everyone's. Why do you fucking care? We could just stop right here. What?
We're not going to, though, because
I mean, I don't understand. Why do you care what other people think? This mainly comes up at restaurants where about half the time the server asks if we want one check or two. They're not saying anything about Hannah.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought that maybe Hannah's the more attractive one than you? Has that never crossed your mind?
Oh shit, dude. Maybe you're right.
Or is it because your mom told you that you're classically handsome? I don't understand this at all.
Yeah, this could be. I mean, this could be vanity, or this could be, also not being honestly rational about how they look. So they might be like, oh, she's actually really like not hot enough. Like I'm the hot one, but it could be like they think she's the hot one and you're ugly.
I just think it's weird that they think that Hannah is the reason why this is happening. So it kind of seems like you're not as attracted to her as you're saying.
They think we're brother and sister, and I got the looks in the family. They think I'm her gay best friend and so on. Like, did they tell you that?
She seems to have. It says Hannah quietly jokes that she's not hot enough for me. That they think we're brother and sister, and I got the looks in the family. That they must think I'm her gay best friend and so on. She seems to have a sense of humor about it, but I can also tell it really hurts her about asking one check or two.
Yeah,
that happens all the time. Like literally, Scotty and I will be literally right next to each other. Cams went off for a second.
I don't know.
Like clearly married, and then they still ask us that. I don't think it has anything to do with attractiveness. I just think it's because I don't know. Maybe they're just asking.
I think people usually I think when they ask that, which is pretty rare, they're just unsure.
Yeah, maybe there's I don't know.
They don't. I mean, like the person,
because some people like
the
might
person
be
giving
together.
you the person giving you fucking food at a restaurant don't fucking know you. Usually, if they knew you, they wouldn't ask.
Yeah, they ask so that way it's not like they bring you one check and then they've been presumptuous, and maybe we're just dating and I want to pay for myself. They don't know.
I think they're reading like. This is only a sound basis for investigating further about like attractiveness.
When I was a waiter, I always asked, like, am I splitting this up or is it just one ticket? That's what I'd say. Am I splitting it up or is it just one ticket?
So if a family came in,
I always said that.
So it was like, let's say there's like two little kids and a dad.
It doesn't.
You're gonna ask the kids if they're splitting they're paying for their half.
Well, I mean, not that. You know what I'm saying, though.
I'm saying like, yeah. So you're not always gonna ask that. I mean, like
sometimes I'd say it in joke, like, is one of these kids gonna pay for it? What's going on? I don't know what's going on.
That's your wishful thinking coming out. If one of these little motherfuckers are gonna pay for this shit,
it's a 3-way check. I've tried to tell her that some servers always ask this, and it has nothing to do with the relative attractiveness of a couple, but she clearly doesn't buy it. No, I don't think that's it.
It's just Hannah being insecure. If this is actually the case, like, and she's making this much of a deal about it, then she's just super insecure.
No, listen to this next part and you'll see that it's this guy. I also feel a bit like a liar because while I've actually only dated 2 girls before Hannah, both of them were more classically good looking. And I don't remember this happening then, at least not nearly as much. So the times that it did happen was because one of them is obviously not as attractive as you, classically handsome person.
It's like the dumbest thing for advice. Can you please tell me once and for all, do servers actually do this when they suspect 2 people aren't a romantic couple because of a mismatch in attractiveness? What? That's like so fucking oddly specific. Like, how can you answer for future interactions with like all these unknown variables?
Do you know why Hannah jokes about this? Because you don't joke about it to her.
I'm
100%.
just classically handsome.
I wonder
beautiful.
why they ask that. Is it because I'm so classically handsome and you're so quirkily attractive?
I often find myself staring into my reflection in a cool.
Is this dude Gaston or something?
Beautiful pool of water, and I can't find myself. I can't pull myself away from my beautiful visage and reflection. It's like, come on, bro. Yeah, this is definitely someone who's fucking completely.
I hate the answers too because they're always bullshit. I don't know that I've ever heard a server ask 1 check or 2. Never. Is that because you're always alone or what?
that's a nut. I don't care about that advice.
Who says classically handsome? Yeah, I don't really know.
I'm a classic beauty.
Mummy says I'm classically handsome. Help, my boyfriend keeps waking me up groaning the name of his ex. Ew.
Like, why do you even need help in this situation, dude? Like, the title says it all. Like, dump his ass. I mean, like, look, waking up. Oh yeah, oh baby, oh yeah, like screaming his ex's name. Like, if it was a one-time thing, maybe that's understandable.
I like the picture too.
But every fucking night, he's like got a fucking boner. Like, oh yeah, baby, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Exactly, Johnny. The word that guy was looking for is conventionally attractive, like
I'm
symmetrical
conventionally
face.
attractive. Yes, I know. So how many days work?
That's what he is trying to say.
Oh yes, of course.
But that's not what Mummy said.
Mummy said I'm beautiful. My boyfriend and I live
I thought
together
about the noodle man with his mom saying that.
and have been dating for 3 years. During our first year of dating, He had a week-long affair with his ex-girlfriend. What's that over there? Oh, it's a massive red flag. Okay, I'll just keep going. I learned about the affair 2 years in a relationship because he still felt guilty about it. What's that? Oh, it's another red flag. Okay, let's just keep going. I decided to accept that this is a one-time mistake. Foolish, but okay.
Yeah, that's dumb.
And that I still loved him very much. Oh, yeah, because he's definitely not going to cheat on you and hasn't done it before. The issue is that maybe 3 nights a week, I wake up to him groaning her name and grinding into me.
Ew.
I mean, so like you're literally putting up with this like almost every other night. You're having to deal with this guy, your fucking boyfriend, groaning her name and grinding into you. I mean, could it be any more obvious what's going on? You need to be hit over the head with a fucking mallet. Like, what is going on here? He clearly is holding a torch for this ex. It's literally being thrown in your face. He's literally grinding on you and going like, I don't know what her name is. Oh, Delilah. Oh my God, Delilah. Oh God, yeah. And you're like, is he over his ex? Like, gee, I fucking wonder. I desperately need a drink, but I don't have one. Let's see.
I'll read this. It makes me ill when it happens and tremendously distressed. I understand that everyone has sex dreams and that he doesn't have control over it, but it happens all the time.
This isn't a sex dream though. This is literally him like having a hard on and like grinding into you.
And if he just didn't say her name, it wouldn't bother me so much. Or if it wasn't the person that he cheated on me with, I guess this isn't even a question. It's just something that I wish wasn't happening. On his part, I brought it up a couple times when he found me crying in the middle of the night, and he seems genuinely surprised that he's having these dreams and truly apologetic.
What? This is, I guess, this is even a question. Okay. Allow me to explain to you how an advice column works. You ask for advice. The person you're asking for advice gives you advice if they choose to answer your question, which is like, what should I do? You were so in denial about what's going on in your relationship that this other guy, that you're fucking, not this other guy, your boyfriend is still in love with his ex. That you're to the point where like, you're just so beaten down. It's like, I don't even have a question. I'm just really upset about it. I don't know what to do. The what to do is to actually value your self-worth as a person and not accept the fact that your boyfriend is clearly not over his ex. And to say, if you're not over her, and you've cheated on me in the past, what's to say you won't do it if the opportunity presents itself in the future? Because clearly you're more in love with this other woman. So good luck with that, and bye-bye. I cannot imagine. Well, let's put it this way. Can anyone imagine sleeping next to somebody and then your significant other being in bed next to you, moaning as they grind against you the name of their ex, and you still want to be in a relationship with them? Would you tell if I did that to you, would you be able to be with me?
Ew. No.
Fuck no. I don't know. I mean, this woman is basically just totally undervaluing herself as a person and is putting up with just basically egregious behavior. Like, I know it's like, oh, he can't control it. It's like he's doing it over and over again. Like, you're saying he has no agency in what he's doing. That's pretty far-fetched. And if he truly doesn't, then what's coming out subconsciously is he's still in love with her. So I hate to tell you, but you're wasting your fucking time. You're madly in love with him, but the feeling ain't mutual. You're basically a placeholder, because if she called him up and was like, you know what, this last 3 years, it's been tough, but I've realized I've made a mistake and I'm madly in love with you and please come back to me.
He's like, yeah.
He would drop you in a fucking heartbeat and be there. So you're wasting your time. Gotta move on. Sorry. If you don't want to, you're going to keep fucking crying in the middle of the night and being miserable. That's really what you're saying. You're saying, why am I miserable? You're miserable because you know the truth, but you're not willing to accept it. So until you're willing to accept the truth, you're going to be miserable. So either you have a choice, accept it, be miserable for a little while and find someone that actually does love you, or keep being miserable with someone that doesn't and not trying to change anything. It's up to you. The choice is really yours.
His noodly hips don't lie.
We have.
Ooh, what is this? 1390s food commercials?
We pulled this shit, but guys, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna call this one. But this will be for next time.
Oh man.
Sorry, Taylor.
Okay.
I'm coughing and shit. I don't want to go any further.
I gotcha.
Because
you do sound very dry.
Yeah.
Very dry indeed.
Oh, I'm tired of coughing. I don't want to stop if I stop talking. But guys, thanks for joining us on this super special, very noodly noodly floppy episode of You're Wrong. And guys, I want you to know something. Just remember this. If you
Hold on,
think
wait. Let me full screen you
No.
for this.
you just ruined it.
I didn't.
Nope, you just ruined it.
I
Nope,
didn't.
I'm kill it. Nope. I want to do it again. You're wrong. Bye. Taylor ruined it.
Sorry.